greener when it's fertilized. Gave them truth in these songs, they prefer to lies. Destiny beautiful, adrift in her purple eyes. You can't see me, you Stevie, wondering how I reach more evolutions than Evie and make it look easy. Dream on, yeah. Dream on, dream weaver. Dream
weaver. What is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It's your boy Ernie, the Blerd without fear. Got the homie Carter presents. Welcome. Man, this is what, episode 200 and this is 90? This is 90?
Yes.
Is this 90? Oh my God. We're like 10 away from 300. Anyway, look, I just got caught up in the magic of it all. But welcome to episode 290 of the Blerd Cave, the #1 comic book news stream on this or any other Earth in the multiverse. I don't give a good goddamn what nobody say. That you can also find on, not just here on YouTube, you can find us on Spotify, you can find us on iHeartRadio, Amazon, Google, Apple, Crapple, I don't know. Anyway, we here, and it's time to throw down. This is the first Blerd Cave of Black History Month 2025. I don't care what the government says. We are not canceling our DEI programs. We're not canceling them. Our DEI programs are still intact. We keep that thing on us. We keep look. Just in case, I know some people don't always know. I know sometimes these things don't. They don't. They're not public knowledge to everybody. But just in case y'all are wondering, what DEI is?
Too many niggas.
That's us. That's us. We look. We are. We are the DEI. Like, remember, you know what? I like it. You know what? They're not insulting me.
You gonna make that a shirt, ain't it?
Oh yeah. Oh no, that's 100%.
That's gonna be a Blerd Cave or a Blerd without fear shirt, ain't it? We are the DEI. You gonna have that shit in. You gonna have it red and black, but it's gonna be like the NWO layout. You gonna do
right?
That shit. You gonna do that shit. You are actually gonna do that.
DEI. That's gonna be us. That's gonna be us. Look, and I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna do my Scott Hall. I'm gonna come out and do the little, and then come out and kind of do get a little wobbly.
No, I just read a comment, and it's a mental image that just popped in my head. Primo El Mundo saying I'm about to put on my kufi and dashiki, and the mental image so here's what ran through my mind real quick. I said, I wonder, I might holler at Ernie and say, for this whole month, we just wear a kufi hat every Blerd Cave. That's why I started laughing.
I mean, I get one. I
just rock a kufi hat this entire month.
Wait, are we the nation? Are we the nation now? We are the nation of domination. Hey, look, I would do it. I would do it in a heartbeat, no questions asked. But I'm gonna tell you, you know what? Yeah, I want y'all to understand something. I want y'all to understand something because I don't ever let it be said. Don't ever let it be said that we don't represent. Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Can I keep it a buck, y'all? It's Black History Month.
Yeah.
So you know what we got to do. You know what we got to do.
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all.
Hey, y'all know what we got to do. You know what we got to do. We got to.
Had you played the whole thing, I'd have walked off. That shit cracks me up every time.
And I'm black because I'm back.
Like, bruh. It got me every time I watch it.
Look, you know that's how all the look, and you know what? Because I think I said this the other day.
Yeah.
You know all them white owned and operated companies doing the same thing. They coming look, all them motherfuckers have been canceling DEI programs.
Black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. And
That's them all this month. They're gonna be like, ooh, yeah. No, we canceled our DEI, but
That's major facts. That's major facts, Sprightly. That song will outlive all of us. You are absolutely correct. You are absolutely correct.
God damn. I fucking love it. I fucking love it. You know what? I hope it does. I hope it outlives. I hope that when the end of the world comes,
yeah,
I hope the only thing left is like 2 cockroaches and this song. Like I just hope that's it. That's it. Like that's the only thing left. It's gonna be 2 cockroaches like on Joe's apartment just dancing and holding the fist up.
See, fun fact, that was like a horror movie for me when I was younger.
Oh no, same. That shit grossed me out. I couldn't watch it when I was a kid.
I swear to God.
That shit terrified me because I was like, dude, there's nothing funny about cockroaches.
And then I had a ceiling light like that in my bedroom when I was younger. Scared the shit out of me. True story.
Mm-hmm.
You want to scare Carter? Put on Joe's apartment or put on what's that fucking movie that with the talking flower, the talking piranha plant?
Oh, Little Shop.
Scares the shit out of me. I fucking despise them both. But on Joe's apartment, Little Shop of Horrors, or Gremlins 2 specifically, no.
I fucking love it. I fucking love it. But no, look, let me keep it a buck with you. It's February. You know what time it is. And I just want y'all to know, if you thought that the Blerd Without Fear was going to cancel Black History Month on this channel, that we were going to put a moratorium on blackness because the government said the DEI has to go.
So that was a fucking lie.
No, we ain't doing that shit. We're not doing that shit. We back. We back, baby. Maverick, you tell everybody.
Should put the word out there that we back up.
All right, you put the word out, goddammit. We ain't left. Maverick, you ain't got to say we back up because we never left, okay? We never left, all right? If you thought for 5 seconds that the Blerd Without Fear was going to hang up his colors like he was gonna, like y'all thought I was gonna be on that Snoop Dogg, that Rick Ross, that Nelly, that Soulja Boy, that Eddie Griffin, y'all thought I was going. Y'all thought I was going.
Okay, wait. I can't let you go. No, because you said a lot of names in there, but then you added a name in there that like that individual should have been an afterthought decades.
Oh, well, yeah.
Like you name the names, but Soulja Boy, you ain't have to mention Soulja Boy. Don't make a fuck about Soulja Boy. Don't nobody give a fuck about. No. You could have said every name in that list except Soulja Boy, making it seem like Soulja Boy was more prominent and important than he actually is. I would rather you talk about them 2 roaches that's gonna be playing the CB4 song than talking about fucking Soulja Boy. No.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh no. Look. Let me tell you. Look, when it come to Soulja Boy, nah, you up out of here, pimp. Matter of fact,
nobody gave a fuck about Soulja Boy when Soulja Boy was Soulja Boy. Get the fuck out of here. What?
Yeah. No, like all the motherfuckers. Look. He said, "Soulja Boy, don't tell him." Look, let me, and you know what? What was that motherfucker? Lil Wayne. You too, motherfucker. You going somewhere too? All these motherfuckers. I was like, look, man, we don't look. If someone comes to me and is talking about some, hey man, you gonna get that new Nelly Country Grammar Part 2?
Okay.
We do not care.
Let me tell you something right now. You need to move on right now. And I'm gonna say this with all respect in the world, and I feel like everybody that is currently in here that needs to be clicking that like button is gonna agree with me.
Goddamn right.
I have to be serious on this one, so I'm gonna look at you. You're gonna look at me.
Yes.
Ernie Carruthers.
Yes.
If there is any individual you have in your circle that is asking you legitimately if you are going to listen in 2025 to a new project from Nelly, that person needs to be escorted out of your circle. Okay.
Oh,
Call
no.
the authorities, have them pick him up like Tom Welling got picked up this week at an Arby's, drunk out of his goddamn mind. Put him over there. Take him to the one downtown by Tennessee Community College. Just drop him off down there. Call the proper authorities and just delete those people from your memory bank.
Oh no, they got to go. Look.
Okay.
There's only one thing I got to say to people like that.
This is a sick Negro.
That's all I got to say to him. That's all I got to say to him.
We're not doing that. We're not recommending Nelly to nobody in 2025.
No, man, but didn't you hear that new country grammar was gonna be lit?
You know what it is? It's the simple fact that you had somebody in your circle that was trying to pick up country grammar in 2025. Again, Mr. Carruthers, escorted out of your circle.
Yeah, no, they got to go. They got
That's
look, y'all know like so y'all know me, okay? Y'all know me. Y'all know how I get down. Y'all know how I get down. You know how I operate. Y'all know how I function, okay? Y'all know. Y'all know me. I hope y'all know me. And if you don't know me, I hope you get to know me, okay? Okay? I hope you get to know me. Because as far as I'm concerned, there's only one thing I can do to people who are still like if you still fuck with Nelly, you still fuck with Rick Ross, you still fuck with all these other motherfuckers, you know. I only really have just one thing to say.
Get the stepping.
Yeah, y'all thought I forgot.
Yeah, we can.
Y'all thought I forgot.
We can absolutely stop acting like we trying to bump some goddamn Nelly in 2025. Like I'll give you LL Cool J because that LL Cool J Eminem song was heat. But the difference is LL Cool J can rap. Nelly was just saying catchy shit, and that was the video. If we wanted to look at some ass late at night when our parents was not around, we cut on channel 36 to BET after dark. But we not gonna act like no, this is 2025. Like no, Nelly can stay over there. If he wants to. Nelly can stay over there, and then we can continue to do what we've been doing, which is not listening to
fucking Nelly. I know that goddamn right. Nelly
business as usual. We wasn't listening to you no way, big time.
Man, you ain't fucking lying.
The work we have been doing with our ears for years, and that's not having you in them.
No, that's a look. First off,
Exactly. That's exactly right.
You goddamn right. We don't fuck with that shit.
I did not need to see lanky Morgan Freeman.
Look, let me keep it to you. Like I said, we're in the business of not fucking with of not fucking with people like any of these folks. But I'm gonna tell you who I am in the business
Do that
of messing with.
Okay.
That's some X-Men. So yeah, some of y'all probably saw that there's been a little bit of news, a little bit of news in regards to that. I will just say that some of it, I don't know how much of it you could take at face value. I don't know how much of it you can like legitimately like be like, oh yeah, this is totally going to be a thing. But I'm willing to gamble I'm willing to gamble that at the very least, I think at the very least, we will be able to say that, while yes, I think the biggest complaint many of us will often have about X-Men comics is that they always seem to have way too many goddamn many of them at any one given time. There is also the notion that if they got the right one, well, fuck it. I thought I was out. You pulled me back in. God damn you sons of bitches. Well, recently word got out on the street that we are going to be getting some we're going to be getting some new books. Possibly. I think honestly, I think a lot of it's debatable.
Okay.
But one of the things that had kind of hit the newsstands, so to speak, is that there are 3 particular X-Men who might be getting some books of their own. Maybe. Possibly. Like I said, it's debatable. But I got it here. So, y'all probably are familiar with who Tom Brevoort is by now. If you've checked out my latest video, you've checked it out, and God help you if you have not. But if you have checked out my my latest video, this was the no viable black male X-Men, which I thought was just a choice of Tom Brevoort to say. God bless him. Let me turn that on so I can actually see what the fuck I'm doing. But I thought it was funny. I actually thought it was kind of funny. Even though technically it offended me, I thought it was funny as well, because it's like, man, you just kind of told on yourself there, Tommy Toms. But if you have not done so already, I do recommend go check out the video. It is it's doing pretty well for itself. I'm actually quite pleased. As a matter of fact. Carter, you said you got to watch it, right?
What's that?
The no viable black X-Men video. You got to check it out.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Yeah. See.
That's why when you
he
said
knows
what you
what's
said
up.
to me when you said what you said to me this morning, I'm like, that seemed pretty tame, if I could be honest, and it looked like it was received well from the majority. So right.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend go check it out. It's long, it's long and strong and down to get the friction on, but it's but hey, it's okay. It is okay. I think personally, that this might be the way. Going forward. I don't know. I think I have found my home, such as it were. I think I have found my home when it comes to that sort of stuff. But all of that to be said, in light of some recent things, I actually got some good news. Out of all this. Is that we can actually expect some big things to be happening for some of our beloved black X-Men who I talked about in that video as briefly as humanly possible for a video that was 46 minutes long. And we got news that Tom Brevoort has specifically called out a couple of 3 characters, basically citing that and the wording on this is weird. This is why I say take some of this how you wanna. But basically saying that some of these characters are going to maybe potentially have some books of their own. Now let's pull this up. This is got this one from Screen Rant. Here, let's zoom that out just a taste. But it says yes, we'll be celebrating Nightcrawler and Colossus this year, which, I mean, to be fair, that makes sense because, and also he says Thunderbird as well. This makes sense because this year marks their 50th anniversaries. It's why Storm is being celebrated. Was already being celebrated. She's celebrated every year pretty much. But like she is specifically being celebrated this year. I think we have the Life Dream one shot that came out this week. And across all of that, she falls in the same boat because as some of you may or may not remember, Giant Size X-Men #1 came out 50 years ago today.
Yeah.
So you'll probably be seeing these characters get some love in some capacity. I don't know how that love is going to manifest itself, but he basically goes on to say, and we'll do so in their own titles just as soon as they start having titles. So that's the part where I find it kind of weird. That's a weird wording. Like, they'll have their own title. We'll do so in their own titles as soon as they start having titles. That is a very weird way to say, maybe. Maybe. Maybe possibly if they do, maybe won't. I don't know. That's like I don't know. That's a nasty ass way to tap dance around some shit. I don't know.
See, I looked at that shit like it was more so they'll be celebrated in their own titles just as soon as they start having them, which is to me, they'll be celebrated as in their own titles if I allow them to have their own title.
Yeah, it's like, is that not how that sounds?
That's exactly how that fucking sounds.
Is that not how that sounds?
Hey man, we got to get this motherfucker away from the X desk. I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry.
Well, because
I saw your video. He got it through the mud. He was getting motherfuckers coffee. He was getting them Dunkin' Donuts, and then got to the big time. But I mean, okay.
It's
that
like,
don't mean everything that all your decisions and choices, especially in this day and age, should be met with just.
It's like
all you audio fans, I can't see them. I'm just giving a thumbs up.
Look, yeah, okay. So, and I do want to just real quick because I don't want to lose this one. We actually had a couple of things I want to address before we actually carry further. First and foremost, this one I could just address real quick. Nerdlar says the X-Men subreddit is going to go wild with that no viable black X-Men video. Look, here's what I want y'all to do. Cause see, okay, I don't really get jiggy with Reddit like that, and I know that promoting yourself on Reddit is considered a dangerous and slippery slope. So I did not post the video on Reddit. But if someone in this chat wants to post it on Reddit on my behalf, like I could do it. I have a burner account that does not have my name attached to it, but I don't know. That's always such a weird. Yeah.
As a friend. Don't take your ass over there. I gotta talk to you like you thinking about going to a bad neighborhood. Don't go over there. Because I knew you were going with it, and and in my mind, I'm like, bro, I don't want to have to go on Reddit to see what these comic nerds are talking about on Reddit.
I'm just saying.
Reddit. That's another horror movie that scared the shit out of me when I was younger. And that was before Reddit was created. You can put Little Shop of Horrors, Gremlins 2, Joe's Apartment, and Reddit.
Comic book
that scared the hell out of me when I was younger. So yeah, dude, like, but yeah, Ernie, please listen to me. Especially
like, do it.
As a black man talking to another black man from Memphis that's currently still living in Memphis. We know those areas. Don't go to those areas, Ernie. You're married with children. Don't go to those areas, dog. No. If somebody wants to post it, cool. Don't tell him. Don't tell me. Just let it live over there as its own separate little entity.
Well, no, because you know what'll happen? If I put it on there, it won't really matter because I'll just drop that shit and never come back to it. I'll just be like, here you go.
It won't matter if you put it on there, but if one of y'all put it on there, because if you put it on there, it's just gonna look like you just networking trying to get your shit out there, like you not in the 100K arc. If one of y'all put it on there and then try to have a discussion, that's when tables start getting flipped and people start bringing up the shit that was behind closed doors that you didn't know they knew about. Don't go to those neighborhoods. Okay? Don't go to those neighborhoods.
Well, you know, I always find like, okay, so just to give you guys a little taste, just a little taste of what's going on over here at Casa de Carruthers.
Mm-hmm.
So Robo and I have been we've come up with a plan of attack for this month, and I promise we'll get back to regular schedule shit, but I just want to say this real quick. So in recognizing how well people responded to that video, we do have more stuff that's on the way. But I'll say this much. I know that when I put these videos out, like it's gonna be the black not Black X-Men video. It's gonna be the MLK Malcolm X video all over again when I put out some of these next ones. Because I've already caught heat for the takes I've had about them, just like not in a video, but just voicing these opinions online. Opinions about how poorly War Machine was written back in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the whole imposter syndrome arc they gave him. When he was operating as Iron Man, what they all the shit they did with the whole Snap Wilson shit back in the day, and how some of these characters got done. So yeah, I already kind of know like the heat that I already kind of expect to catch a little bit of shrapnel. But like I don't care. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Look, hey, because here's the thing, it doesn't matter if I don't see it. It don't matter if I don't see it. We also got LP3 out here with the 10. Says, in the name of Blackity Black History Month, I want to shout out the Hurt Syndicate winning the tag team titles. And if you're not reading Jason Aaron's TMNT right now, you are out of pocket. Look,
just from dog, it's a 1-2 punch, to be perfectly honest.
Yes,
from a writing standpoint and an art standpoint from Juan Ferrero, who I became a huge fan of, like I think last year or so.
Yes.
So just like, and then when Ernie told me that, like, he said that he thinks that Juan he's gonna be the main artist on the book, which is too fucking cold to me. That I get to see him on a long series, because with Marvel, it was only the miniseries like here and there, or the tie-in book. He was on Benjamin Percy's Green Arrow at DC for a hot minute, but nothing other than that. So to see him on a TMNT book, because I told you that it's like if you take Kevin Eastman's art for the new generation, it still has that gritty Kevin Eastman feel, with a lot more getting done to it, and just the way he draws Donatello is so nasty and scary, and just I am scared of Donatello right now. That motherfucker is a nut. But also with Jason Aaron's writing, because that was a conversation that you and I had when those single issues were coming out before each turtle, that okay, now it's time to see how he's going to write all of them together, and it's still been great. So yeah, dude, absolutely, without question. And I'm gonna say this to you all, and I'm gonna tell you all, just like I told Ernie, none of us want to get in a situation to where we having to scour eBay and the internet so that our shelf can look like Ernie's shelf when it comes to TMNT, having to spend exorbitant amount of money on a bunch of hardcovers you didn't get when they came out. So please, people, when them hardcovers come out for this Jason Aaron run, do yourself a favor and get them right in the nail.
Yeah, please do, because like I said, look, I'll just kind of, let's see, can I? Yeah, just look, y'all can kind of see, like, right, like you see all that, like right there.
We don't want to go through the grief
right
and
there.
the pain that he went through to make that shelf. So just get him. Just get him in the drop, big dog. Just get him.
And here's the thing, Carter and I can actually both say this. We've read ahead. We've read ahead a little bit. See, we can say
I
that we
didn't
have.
know if I could, so that's why.
Yeah, no, you on here, so it's all good, baby. Carter and I have read ahead. So we had read 6 and 7 already. I think 6 came out. I think 6 either came out this week. Yeah, it came out this week. And 7 is this time next month. But Carter and I have already read both of them, and it was, dude. That's all I gotta say. We can't talk about 7, but like we can't tell you anything that happens in 7. But just know, it's all good. We are not. We are under NDA. in NDA. But thank you for that LP. We appreciate you.
Didn't it? Wasn't it though, Kenobi? You just dragged me in front of this motherfucker, didn't it?
He's like, yeah, come on with me. well, now I feel like that the motherfucker. Who's coming with me?
Yeah.
But no, like we can say that we've read them. We just can't talk about what's in them. That's the that's what that's the main thing. We can't talk like that, like, because that's the thing. Like I always tell people all the time, it's perfectly fine and normal. Like, okay, I can say this. Joe Casey sent me the first issue of Weapon X-Men. I've read it. Fucker. He sent it to me. He says, for your eyes only. He said, but feel free to tell people how awesome the book is. He just said you just can't talk about what's in it. I can tell you that the book cold the motherfucker. I can tell you that right now. Weapon X-Men is gonna be cold in the some bitch. Look, that motherfucker Slick made me a fan of Chamber again. I was like, man, dude, I was like, man, I kind of Slick forgot Chamber was out here, man. Hey, look, and he actually did some really good stuff with it. He did some good stuff with it.
You don't count because you already a part of the Illuminati with Professor Xavier and Namora and Black Panther. You don't count. We on the outside looking in, just getting some early access here. It don't count when you say it. It don't count when you say it.
Wait a minute. But see, here's the thing though. This is the beauty though. Gavin gets inside baseball. Look, I always have to giggle about that shit because I've talked about this before, but yeah, I stand by this. I stand by this every time.
Yeah.
I think it should be considered criminal and a jailable. It should be a jailable offense. It should be a jailable offense for a company to put out a trade paperback or softback trade paper, or a hardback.
I'm so sick. Yeah, we can't make that a thing, dog. I'm sorry. We can't make that a thing. I was so sick of seeing motherfuckers say that in your Discord. Oh my God. I'm like, so sick of seeing that and having to read that stupid shit. We can't make that a thing. I don't think any company should be legally allowed to put out any of those things without including some behind the scenes, like showing some of the sketch works, showing like some of the script, showing how the script, how the original script compares to what was initially released. Like, I'm sorry, any company that does that,
right to jail, right away, no trial, no nothing.
You know what's, okay, something else that's cold about this absolute Mr. Miracle. That's what I meant to tell you, and I couldn't remember it. So it has the scripts, it has each and every pages, but with Mitch Gerard on art, it also has what he used. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's like, say for instance,
like pens and pencils and stuff he used. Or?
No. So say for instance, you trying to write a scene in your book of like a woman sitting somewhere.
Like his got you. Like his references.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay, got you. Get
a load of those in here as well, of like him doing stuff, his wife's doing stuff, kids doing stuff, or like when you brought up Winston Duke, when it comes to your book, there's a lot of references and shit that are also in here that I thought was pretty dope, and just seeing how that image translated to the book itself. I thought that was really dope, and I think that would sell a lot more fucking trades if they did it in trades and didn't just save it for hardcovers. But I mean, you got to have some kind of difference in between. That's why I was so pissed
Yeah.
when the Power Fantasy trades came out this week and they didn't have Gillen's essays in them. I was genuinely mad those essays weren't in there, and it was just the issues. So yeah.
I think you should do, this is what I think you should do. I have the perfect solution. This is what you do. You put some of it in the trades. Like kind of sprinkle it across, like don't put all of it in one trade. Put like a little just a little taste, just a little first hits free. And then put all of it in the omnibus, like the hardcover. Yeah, do it like that. Also, I will say this because I know y'all motherfuckers are gonna buy X-Men anyway, but definitely I will agree. JSA has actually been like high key lit. Y'all should go check that out. And y'all know the drill. You know what you got to do. Go talk to the person. I feel like I need to make like a video of me just saying the thing, so I don't have to say it all the time because I feel like I'm catching myself saying it a lot. But you know what you got to do. Pull box. I'm gonna make a little thing like, you know, we got the tournament band. Yeah, we got the we got that. I'm gonna make one of those, but for pull box. We're gonna make one of those. I've decided now, and that's gonna be a thing. That's gonna be a thing. Actually, okay. Oh, there you go. Look, hey, this is what we call it the back. Yeah, back matter. There you go. Yeah. That's the word. That's the word we could use. That's the word we can
as opposed to what they do now when it's like Kieran Gillen has written stories for Marvel and DC and Image. Like, we know that. That's why we bought it. Y'all can put them sketches and scripts in there instead of that. We know who the writer is. We know who the artist is. That's why we spent the $15, $16, $17 to get this motherfucker. Put that stuff in the back.
Just a little shimmy of it in the soft back.
Jesus Christ.
Put a little in the soft back. And yes, I think I saw somebody, Infamous Mike. Yes, you can suggest some Black History books. Like I said, I think first off, it's always a good day to suggest some books. So please, by all means, and it's always a good time. Always a good time. Was the LP3s that just recently reread Justice League International by J.M. DeMatteis. Okay, so I've actually been going back and reading a lot of old like J.M. DeMatteis stuff. Yeah, that's a name y'all are probably gonna hear me talk about a lot over the next like few months, most likely. Well, Defenders.
Okay.
The Defenders. And Captain America.
Okay.
Or was it? Yeah, Captain America. Yeah, that's what it was. So that's how you guys can kind of know. Like y'all are gonna hear me put a lot of respect on James' name over the next because there. Well, I don't know how these videos are gonna get released. But I'll just kind of give you guys a little tease. There's a video. Well, for one of the next big videos is going to be the Sam Wilson video. Yeah. Which is, I want to let you guys know off top, I recorded an hour and a half, about an hour and 40 minutes worth of video. And I was able, I actually finally got it edited down to the right length of like about around 44, 45 minutes. Just to give you guys an idea of how much work I put into this shit.
Hey, man, this is the 100K arc. I think what your fans really want, they want them 2-hour videos about your dog storylines, bro.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't want that shit. You don't want that shit. See, y'all want a swoop doc. That's what y'all want.
They
y'all
want them, bro. They want them whole arcs. They want them whole storylines, big dog.
They said they don't want them softback videos. They want
we're not making that a thing, dog.
Yeah, soft. Soft.
You just start doing just the Blerd Cave omnibus, and it just be you in like 2 hours just going over a whole storyline.
This motherfucker said 2 hours, please. Look, okay. See? Look, man. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. If I do that shit, y'all get like a video a month out of me. Because I'm gonna tell you what happened. It took me, so the day I shot the video, I took a week off.
Yeah.
from working on that. I took a week off from working on that. And I spent all of yesterday, like I'm talking about from the time I woke up to the time I went to sleep, editing that shit down. That shit is Not for the faint of heart. That shit's like, I mean, I'm not against like, okay, so if I had a team, like if I had like, when I say a team, I'm not talking about just like Robo doing editing for me on the side. I'm talking about like if I had a legit team where I had like cameraman, producer, a team of editors, script writers. I'm talking about like a full-on professional team. Like I'm talking about TV show level shit. Bruh, y'all would be sick of my black ass because y'all would be getting videos all the time. Y'all be like, man, goddamn, dude, Blur, calm down with these 8-hour videos. I would have videos you could go to sleep to. Be like, ooh, that's a good idea.
Ooh,
That's a good idea.
Can you imagine doing all that work, pumping all that money into it,
He's not
heart
a
and
fluffer.
soul sweating,
Not a fluffer.
heart and soul in all them videos, and them shits don't get enough views.
Bro,
I'm
not gonna lie.
That next Blerd cave of him just going in with just the semi-auto. Oh my god.
Oh god, dude, I'm not gonna lie. Y'all would fucking hate my ass. Y'all y'all would hate my ass. Y'all. I know we joke about Dr. Umar on this motherfucker, but I would smooth turn into Dr. Umar for a little bit. Like how Dr. Umar do when folks donate some money, but not the amount that he won't.
Mm-hmm.
That would be me. I'd be like, yeah, that's cool. That's cool that it got 100 views, but I mean, would have been a lot better if y'all could have got it 10,000. But that's okay. No, it's okay.
Okay, all right.
But no, anyway, back to it. I promise y'all, I said we're gonna get back to it. Later. Well, no, look. I want to make sure I just clear something up because I just saw a mailman said not already talking about Robo. If I had a legit thing, look. No. Okay. I want to look. Let me put some respect on Robo's name because that video that y'all saw, that no viable Black X-Men video, Robo edited that video, and he poured over a week's worth of editing into that video. So no, let me clarify my statement. Not okay. If I had more than just Robo, if I had somebody where I could be like, hey, Robo, you can take this video, somebody else, you can take that video, and then someone else, you can take that video, and then I can focus on maybe something else. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to make sure I'm clear when I say that. I don't, because I actually felt bad when I had to tell Robo the stuff that needed to be changed in the video the first time. It wasn't anything like, oh my god, he fucked up. It was more like oh hey, this is maybe move this here, or maybe have this show up here, maybe have this picture go this way, yada yada yada. It's it was little nitpicky shit. That was on my part. Nah, look, y'all don't. Oh, also, shout out to Hazel's son with the $20 says, we want you to body before to get #Kendrick. Hey, look, okay, I even told Carter this. I told Carter this. I was like, I felt like when I did in that video, I felt it was more of a calling in than a calling out. I mean, it probably felt like, I will say this, if I were Tom Brevoort, I probably would feel called out. But I felt like it was more of a teachable, hey, come in, sit down in front of the TV, let me learn you on why what you said was not very wise.
He can't really feel
say that again.
Can't really feel like he was called out since you went out on a public platform, said this on your Substack, and then just put it out there. So
right, yeah, it wasn't like I took something private. He said
somebody can pull you to the side on some. Let me put you on game with what you said. So that's how I took that video. That's why I couldn't see anybody being tight.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I couldn't understand that. If he had a problem with it, then you are way too sensitive. But
yeah, no.
That's the way I looked at it. Was just okay. And this is something I've said before, and it's made people mad. And I could care less. But you're ignorant to some things.
Yeah.
Let me tell you some stuff.
Yeah.
So that you have that knowledge now to use. That's how I looked at that video. That's why I enjoyed it.
Look, I'll put it to y'all like this. Y'all know me. I keep a folder full of shit. I literally have a folder on my hard drive dedicated to Black superheroes from every imprint.
I thought you were going to say you had a folder dedicated to owning Tom Brevoort.
I mean honestly, that Black X-Men, like, okay, so there's a subfolder. There's a subfolder in that Black superhero folder called Black X-Men.
Ooh.
So yeah, you could technically say that subfolder has a subtitle. But like when I go to that folder, okay, so let's put it like this. I can go to my Black X-Men folder and immediately see Darwin, Frenzy, Gentle. Yeah, I can see Bishop, Bedlam, Bling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can see Maggot. I can see Shola and Kosei. I can see Manifold. I added Ransom recently. Sunspot. Yeah, so on and so forth. I literally just go through that and be like, okay, yep, boom, boom, boom. That's why when like people say, oh, there's not enough Black characters, I'm like, no, here's the thing. And we'll move it back to what we were originally talking about. And
yeah,
because we already kind of got way off in the weeds here. I'm gonna put it like this. I literally have an archive of just about, I won't say every Black superhero, but most of them. So whenever I hear people say there's not enough Black characters, I always like to add the correction. There are a shit ton of Black characters, but they just don't get used. Like, case point, there were a lot of people that did not, you know what I actually found really disturbing? I know I said we're going to get back to it, but, you know, we're still technically talking about X-Men, so here we go. Carter, you read X-Men number 10, so you know what I'm talking about. But you know what actually really broke my heart about that issue? Is when I was talking about it online. And I'm going to tell you what I saw, and it fucking disturbed me, made me really fucking sad.
Okay.
So I'm going to show y'all an image. I just want to show y'all an image. I promise, I swear, we'll get back to what the fuck we're talking about. I promise you, I fucking promise you. But here, I think, is this it right here? Yeah, here it is right here. I shared this image online, and I was like, man, we are so back. There were, like, and don't get me wrong, I get it that people love the characters that they love, but it always breaks my heart when I see Black people more excited about some random ass white character being back than like 3 Black characters coming out the Shadow Realm. Cause, and I know why. I get why. It's because most people don't know who the fuck Locust is. And I don't blame them, because I think she's been around since the 80s and has only been used like 11 times, that time included.
Yeah.
Bedlam, which I think, Jesse Bedlam and King Bedlam. I don't expect everybody to know who they are. There's more people that was like getting hype over. I'm like, don't get me wrong, Phantom X is cool, but folks act like Phantom X has not been seen or heard from in like 10, 15, 20 years. That motherfucker was in the Krakoan era at the beginning of it.
Yeah.
I was like, so that motherfucker, I was like, I have not missed him. He was around. Meanwhile, Locust, King Bedlam, and Jesse Bedlam. Dude, Carter, you want to see some disrespectful ass shit? You want to know the last time? You want to know the last time we saw Bedlam?
After all the Blade bullshit, when I just started researching that, just rip the Band-Aid off. Just fucking say it. Oh God.
Here, right here. That's the last time we saw that motherfucker. That's the last time we saw. That's the last time we saw
X-Men. Jesus.
Yeah. Actually, this was Uncanny. This was Uncanny.
Oh,
this was Uncanny X-Men number 423. Do y'all know that they just had Uncanny X-Men number 700 just recently?
Yeah.
Like here, I'm gonna zoom this out just so y'all can see it a little bit better. But that's the last time we saw him. When the Church of Humanity got a hold of him and lynched him.
He got the Killmonger.
And he got the Killmonger. I mean, to be fair, he always had the Killmonger, but yeah, he had the Killmonger before the Killmonger was like some. And here's a wild part.
Oh, man.
Here's a wild part. He's one of the few Black X-Men who has been in the MCU. A lot of y'all don't remember. Y'all might remember this. Y'all might remember this one. Maybe y'all remember this. Played by Terry Crews.
Yeah, I remember that.
Got unceremoniously sent to the Shadow Realm. That's the same Bedlam. it was like they took both King Bedlam and Jesse Bedlam and just mixed them together. Is basically what they did.
And put them through a bus window.
And put them through a bus window. Yep. Put them through a goddamn bus window. Ain't that about a bitch? Lord. But anyway, all of that was just in aid of saying that, I think that Black X-Men, they get the short shift. And getting back to it, Tom Brevoort's words about wanting to have series for characters like Thunderbird, Colossus, Nightcrawler. Okay, look, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I don't care about Nightcrawler getting a solo series because he's had plenty of them.
Yeah.
Not like characters like Nightcrawler. Like, 'cause I always laugh when people are like, man, I sure wish they give Iceman or Nightcrawler a series. Where have y'all been? Where have y'all been?
He had what? I know 2, but I think there was another one that I just wasn't checking for. So
talking about Nightcrawler?
Yeah, in that Krakoan era alone, the motherfucker had 2, 3 series.
He has had, to my count, 5 separate series over and to be fair, Storm has had 5, or granted, varying degrees of good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. No, actually, no. I'm not gonna lie like that. Them books were ass. Let's go ahead. There was cheeks. Most of the books was cheeks. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna say it. Fuck it. I don't care. Y'all be mad at me if you want. Most of the books was cheeks. Up until recently.
Now,
That's the first legitimately good one we done got.
Moreira, I don't want you to let that get to your head because I caught on to it right when he said it. All those other books, all those other Storm series were trash in comparison to yours. That might be the case, Moreira. But don't let that take your mind off the Aquagon ball of making sure that Ernie catches it in one of them series. Don't let that praise get to you. You have to remember who we talking about and who we talking to and who talking to you, okay? Rightful praise. Rightful. Because that book has been great. But you have to realize he's saying it for a purpose. And it's not just because the book is good. It's just because he don't want to die unceremoniously in the other book. So you just got to remember that.
This man.
Yeah. Back on brand. Yeah, Nightcrawler, Kurt Wagner, get the fuck out of here.
And Iceman and had several books too. So no, get the fuck up out of here. Matter of fact, you know what? Even though, and look, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Y'all. I say the same thing about Gambit. Gambit has several books too. Several. Here's the thing. I want to see some X-Men get some books that don't get them. Like Thunderbird. Okay, now we're talking about somebody. We're talking about somebody now. We like Colossus has only ever had I think a one shot. I think Colossus has only ever had a one. Y'all don't fucking hear me. Y'all don't hear me. He had a one. No, I take that back. He's had 2 books. He had a one shot and he had a 5 issue. Gavin said Gavin needs one mo.
Okay,
I tell you what, he can get one mo. He can get one mo for the gumbo, but and that's only because I will say this. You know what? Okay, I tell you what. Only because Gambit is the only Cajun superhero that is of any acknowledgement. Okay, he can have one mo. Let Gavin draw it. But
he said Gambit has had books, but they didn't get the culture.
Oh, okay. I tell you. You know what? Okay. So you know what? You know what? All right. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm. You know what? I'm gonna take back what I said. Because you know what? You know how I used to always say, I want everybody to have their Black Panther moment. I want everybody to be able to say, man, dude, finally I get to see myself represented the right way on the big screen. Like I want everybody. I wanted Latinos to have it with Blue Beetle. Yeah, I wanted Asian people to have it with Shang-Chi.
I'm sorry.
But I want everybody to get theirs, okay?
I ain't gonna hold you.
What was up?
I'll be respectful when I say this. But when it comes to Hispanic people, y'all still looking for y'all's because Blue Beetle wasn't in it. Like, y'all still need one. I don't know why they did something like that, dog. They real deal made Hispanic people look like they was the MacGyvers of the goddamn DC universe, dog. That was the nastiest shit I have ever seen, dog. Do right by them people, DC. Okay, so y'all still looking for yours. Y'all are still looking for yours. And I hope y'all get it because Blue Beetle was
Well, no, you know what I feel like? I feel like that movie would have been like they would have actually been able to market that movie. I actually think it would have done really well. I think it would have done really well. But I think the problem is it's more of a systemic issue. That's a conversation for another day. But I'll definitely say, yeah, I would also like to see everybody get their Storm moment. What I mean by that is actually having someone who is a part of the culture write the culture. So yes, if they could actually get someone on the book that could like give that representation in such a way that's like, okay, finally, all right, okay, yeah, I fucks with that. But Nightcrawler, hell no. He didn't got his. Nightcrawler done got several books. He done got to pipe down I don't know how many different women. I'm good. He is good. He is super good.
He done got it from two different angles, dog. He done piped, dog. Silver Sable can say she piped out Nightcrawler and Spider-Man at the same time because he was wearing the Spider-Man suit. So technically, Kurt Wagner can be around here saying he was in a threesome with Spider-Man and Silver Sable. You got to mention the part where he was wearing the Spider-Man suit. But,
right.
And we say that with respect because those series have been good. But that's the key thing. They've already had good series. Give it to somebody else. Hell, the Gambit, the one Gambit series I had, which is stupidly fucking expensive right now, Ernie. That shit is like, that shit's way big. James Asmus, who did Quantum and Woody for Valiant. Yeah. He did a run of Gambit, but it was more like Around the World and King of Thieves and shit like that. Bro, that trade, like the complete collection, is like 4 racks. Yeah, that motherfucker is 3 trades long because I had them. That was one of the ones that got taken. But yeah, 3 racks.
Nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that.
No. But yeah, but Colossus,
we don't do that here.
Exactly. But yeah, going back to Colossus will be a book that I really want, especially now, just because of everything that happened in X-Force. Yes. And what was happening in X-Men and then shifted over to X-Force with stuff that happened with his brother and old boy.
Oh yeah, Mikhail and whatnot.
Yeah, that I swear to God, they should have. I don't care that he was being held captive by Mikhail Rasputin, but old boy that was writing Colossus to doing that, he should have got killed in X-Force. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. I will argue with that till the cows come home. But just where his mental state is after the fall of Krakoa and his part in that, I would absolutely love to see a goddamn Colossus series right now. And I want to see and then here's the other thing you got to add with that, Ernie. You have to add another caveat to it, which is very fucking stupid, but I want to see a Colossus series that's not an Infinity comic. Because y'all did that shit with Omega Red after the fall of Krakoa when he was with that X-Force team. And everybody wants to know what's going to happen with him since he was on that team. You got to go read a goddamn Infinity comic to figure that shit out. I don't want these in Infinity comics. Colossus is a big enough character and an important character to where he deserves his own book. Somebody in the chat said that even Juggernaut got a series, and that was a really good fucking miniseries.
Juggernaut's gotten a couple, I think.
Yeah, and we've seen Juggernaut in team books and stuff like that. But the point being, like, Colossus absolutely deserves his own
100%. 100%.
Did Dawkins get a series? Dawkins got...
He got like got a series. 2 or 3, didn't he?
Like 2 or 3, including the current Helverine, because he's Helverine.
Yeah, I'm about to say Dawkins. Look, now,
not talking about team books, but just his shit. He didn't have like 3, 4.
Matter of fact, because here's the thing, he had a Dark Wolverine series that ran, what was this, like 23 issues? It ran about 23 issues. It was literally called Dawkins Dark Wolverine.
You want to talk about a book with a mutant character? Even though that you could absolutely say that was representation, but Nobody was asking for a goddamn docking book. No,
Nobody
that
was.
boy,
No.
that was Damien before Damien. Damian Wayne. So no, yo,
Yes.
absolutely, dude. Give Colossus
Yeah.
a book.
And
Absolutely.
I think it also goes without saying, you got to give Thunderbird something.
Yeah.
You got to give Thunderbird something. Because I'm gonna tell y'all right now, Thunderbird, I want to make sure that I'm correct in what I'm saying, so I don't want to speak out of turn, but I'm almost positive Thunderbird has never had well, because for one, he died shortly after he was introduced. Thunderbird made his first, like I said earlier, in the giant size X-Men book. That was really where he first kind of came to prominence, and then he died almost immediately after. Like, Thunderbird needs to have a book. Like, I'm sorry, there is no getting around it. That is something that I think the world needs to see.
Big dog, y'all gave Shatterstar a book.
Ooh, nah, stop.
Had him in Deadpool 2, and Thunderbird and them just ran here chilling.
Just chilling. Ain't done
Like,
shit.
If we can keep it a book, Colossus been in 2 of them goddamn Deadpool movies and still ain't got a solo series.
Nope.
And his people know who that is now, dog. What we talking about?
And I'll also point out too, you want to talk about, some misrepresentation. I think there's tons. I think there's absolutely positively tons of X-Men characters who are more than deserving of books. Oh. And even more so here. Actually, you know what? Here, I got
Ernie,
some. Yeah, what's up?
Ernie, Dupe got a goddamn X book. He got a solo series, dog. Come on, dog.
Look. That's how you know.
Got an X book series, bro.
That's how you know the shit is cooked, because there's no way you could look me in my eye and say Dupe was more deserving of being treated like a household name.
Dupe.
There's some of these other characters, because look, I'm looking at some shit right now. For one, I think, what was it? Multiple Man, he's had a book. He's had a book before, which it was good. It was actually a solid book. Mystique has had a couple of books.
Yeah.
I don't think Polaris has ever had a book, has she?
No,
Polaris
it's
ain't never had a
always
book.
been like a team thing.
Right. Yeah. How has Polaris not gotten a book yet? She the daughter of the actual legitimate daughter of Magneto.
Yeah, especially there's a lot of these that are like, there were a lot of mutants that got put at the forefront or had these really dope moments in the Krakoan era that got no series and absolutely deserved series, which is outlandish. But again, I need to put that into perspective for people. Dupe got a goddamn series. What's the fucking mutant that people always, they don't know who he is and always forget or some shit?
Oh, Forget Me Not?
He done had a book.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Like, come on, dog.
Yeah, no, they got to get the fuck out of my face.
Over more prominent characters? Like, come on, man.
At that point, there is no way. There's no fucking way. Has Beast had a book? Yes. It was a very short. There was a very short. There were 2 very short little mini series, like 3 or 4 issues apiece. That were done, and they did like and he also had a duo book with Wonder Man that was like about 2 or 3 issues. But yes, Beast has had a couple. Like, honestly, most X-Men, most of the X-Men that everybody knows, hell, even Cyclops has had about 2 or 3 books. Yeah. Even Cyclops had about, I think he's had like 3, maybe 4 books. Dazzler has had
Mutep Jubilee has had a book.
Jubilee,
she's had a solo.
Yep, yes, Jubilee has had solo. Rogue has had solos.
She got one going now. Hell,
got one. Yeah.
Savage Land.
Technically, it's got the Savage Land joint. Psylocke has had books before, and that's 2 different versions of Psylocke. So yeah, a lot of the characters that you think of, like, okay, I'll put it to you like this: if there's a character you think of as like a core, and I'm not talking about recent, I'm talking about like original recipe X-Men in like the 80s and 90s. If there's an X-Man that was a part of the core team that you think of as a part of the core team, they've had a book before on some level.
Aaron Obsidian, if you ever make that statement of, you know what, let's give Toad or Blob a book ever again, and I see it, I will actually ban you in here.
No.
Sit down.
No. I'm not gonna hold you. I would actually read that. But here's the thing. This is what you do. This is how you do it. Okay, you want to kill two birds, one stone? Call it. You can actually work it either way. You could either call it Blob and the Toad or Toad and the Blob, and you can make it like but you know how you do it though?
So nasty.
But this is how you do it though. You do it like a little buddy cop type joint.
I knew that's where you were going, bro. Yeah. I don't want to see 48 hours with Blob and Toad.
It could work.
You're a sick man, dog.
Hey, look, okay, you know what? Actually, you know what?
Put that shit on Infinity Comics, dog. Put that over there.
Sick Negro.
Put that shit on Marvel Unlimited. Put that on the Infinity Comic, dog.
Dude, you want to hear some wild shit?
What's that?
Sabretooth.
Yeah.
Sabretooth had several books.
Yes, he has.
Sabretooth had
going
like
right before that. Just started.
Yeah, he Sabretooth had about 7-8 series. Sabretooth. Oh, goddamn. I'm just like, bruh, y'all need to and this is what I always laugh about. I've seen people legitimately get mad that characters aren't getting their due. Be like, oh man, why can't so-and-so have a book? Why can't so-and-so have a book? And then I'll just be like, you mean all these books they didn't had right here that you ain't never read? Well, you shut the fuck up.
Big one. That's a big one. Yeah.
Sit the fuck down. Sit the fuck down. Because the thing is, I like to consider, God rest his soul, but I also like to consider myself a comic historian to an extent. And I like to think of myself as someone who has been like as a student of the game. So I always laugh when I see motherfuckers that don't know shit about shit from shit to shit. Talking about how, oh man, so-and-so ain't never got this. So-and-so ain't never got that. Yeah, he never gave so-and-so this. And then meanwhile, I'm just sitting here like, yep, they got a book.
Looking at the motherfucker on the show.
Yeah, I'd be like, lies. I say, okay, so I guess we just don't recognize. Like, what was it? Because I think I actually saw, man, I'm so glad Mystique is getting a book for the first time. Man, that y'all just, okay, all right. So y'all just gonna disrespect y'all just gonna disrespect Brian K. Vaughan like Brian K. Vaughan just sitting there like, I guarantee you, Brian K. Vaughan said somewhere like, oh, so fuck me, huh?
Pretty much. But yeah, see, and Splosh just hit the nail on the head because I'm finna be the one caping for the Colossus series. And that's what I was gonna tell Ernie.
Yeah.
Dog, Magic got a solo book before Colossus.
Hey, no. I'm gonna fuck your head up.
What's that?
She done had 3.
Damn.
She had, because I saw motherfuckers acting like she's never had a book before when this new one came out. She has actually had 3 books now, including that one. She had, there was the Storm and, well, technically, okay, I take it, even though technically the first book, it's called Storm and Ilyana Magic, that book is about her more than it is about Storm. And she had another book in 2000 that was it was called X-Men Magic, another like little 4 or 5 issue joint, and now she got a book now. Motherfuckers need to quit. And she had a one shot. She had a one shot. So yeah, people need to quit bullshit and stop. They need to stop acting like these like it's okay. There are people out there who are ill-informed, begging for shit that they've already gotten and acting as though they've never gotten it before. They just don't know that it exists. So that's why I always tell people, it's always good to do a little cursory Google search before you go on the internet and say some wild shit.
Just saying shit. That's the nicest way I can say it. You know what it is? Sometimes, Ernie, because I see where you're going, but I'm going to add to that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sometimes it's not even that they didn't know that the book existed of this character they're sitting there talking about. A lot of times they knew it existed, but they didn't like the creative team that was on it. To which I respectfully say, shut your ass up. It's right there. I don't give a fuck if you don't like it or not. Just like with that Mystique book, 10 will get you 20. That he already knew the Brian K. Vaughan shit existed, but he ain't a fan of Brian K. Vaughan, so now he want to act like there's just some new hotness. Get the fuck out of here.
And here's the thing: the Rogue book, she done had 3 more before that one.
Yeah,
and she got a Rogue, and she done had 2 different duo series with Gambit.
Yeah,
she had the Rogue and Gambit series, and she had the Mr. and Mrs. X book.
Yeah,
so she done had tons of. Look, that's why I keep telling people, man. Y'all got to do the research, because I'm telling y'all, Psylocke then had 3 hell, technically 4 different books. You can include that Demon Days shit, some of them Demon Days books, and Nightcrawler done had so many books.
Have you said that? I did not even know that Psylocke that's in Marvel Rivals is the one from fucking Demon Days.
Yep.
Until Bishop told me, because he bought the book.
Oh yeah, no, it's the fit that she has on is the exact same. Is the exact same fit from Demon Days. And like I said, so many characters have had books, and people just don't be paying no attention to it. And I think that we need to, like, all those people need to be put on, because even Bishop, before anybody even say, man, Bishop ain't never had no book. Okay, first off, rude. Rude. First off, rude and wrong. Bishop didn't have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He didn't have 7 or 8 different books.
See, okay, real quick, because since you want to stunt real quick, I got to stunt real quick. Trap God Thanos said, "You say that, Carter, but if Greg Land is drawing a Colossus solo, you ain't picking that up, dog." No. One of the main books that made me a huge fan of Al Ewing was Captain America and the Mighty Avengers. You know who was on art for that book? Greg Land.
Yep. Here's the thing. It's not like, and I think some people get it twisted. I think some people actually get it twisted. We roast the fuck out of Greg Land all the time.
Yep.
But I'm gonna be honest with y'all about something. I read a lot of books with Greg Land's art. Hell, do you remember the weapon? I think was it Weapon X-Force? I think it was Weapon. It was either
You did it. It was Weapon X-Force. But what I'm laughing at is another book that was starring who? Sabretooth.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly. Book again.
Well, and then because as much as I talk shit, I was reading the fuck out of I think was it Uncanny? I think he was doing Uncanny X-Men back in the day. I read the fuck out of that book, and his art was all over it. Like here's the thing. I think Greg Land's a fantastic artist. I think here's the thing. I want to make something clear here, because I don't want Greg Land to ever feel like I hate him. I think Greg Land is one of the best, especially when it comes to detail. I think he's one of the best artists out there. I just think it's funny that I can look at his art and always tell what his references are. You were talking about how
for bringing up how good he is at details. You're like, he didn't really put the thigh in when it was getting when it was getting left
when it was getting lit up. Look, I know what pictures he was looking at. Like, what was that thing I sent you? What was look, let me tell you something.
The detail.
Look, wait a minute. The only bad thing I can say about Greg Land's art is I know exactly what's happening in that reference. That's the only bad thing I can say about Greg Land's art. I know exactly what the reference is. I know what the reference is, and that's it. I know what it is. Okay, it's cool. Look, let me be honest with you. Greg Land, he a nasty motherfucker. It's okay. It's okay, because you know what? I'm a nasty motherfucker too. I just don't use porn for references. That's like I keep my nasty stuff and my art stuff. I keep them separate.
Yeah,
that's the only thing. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. There's a lot of motherfuckers that wish they could draw even a quarter, even 1/16 as good as Greg Land.
See, okay.
I
Real quick,
just gotta say it. I just gotta say that.
No. You're absolutely right. Like, there's a reason these people are in the environment are in the places that they are, and you ain't. Respectfully,
Right.
Y'all better than me. He's the reason I can't read Fraction's Uncanny X-Men. If that's the reason you can't read Fraction's Uncanny X-Men, you ain't trying that hard to read it.
Nah,
Let's
man.
just keep it a buck.
Yeah,
I am not a fan of John Romita Jr. art like that, but I got a Batman book on my shelf. I was not a fan. I'm really not a fan of Steve Dillon. I didn't read through Preacher. I didn't read through Punisher Max. Like we got Greg Fantasyland. Jesus,
I love it. I fucking love it. But yeah, I agree.
You gotta cut that out. You gotta cut that out.
I agree with, because here's the thing. Because I think Gavin just said it here earlier. Met Greg the other last month. Actually, pretty damn nice. I've actually heard nothing but good things. Like, I don't think Greg Land's a bad guy. I don't even think Greg Land's a bad guy. I think I even said as much. There was a book he put out last year. It was that Phoenix book. The only bad thing I had to say about it is that I thought that it was really weird that he was leaning into the memes. Because he literally took several...
using this old shit.
It was like Greg Land Inception, because he literally took several shots that were like some of his most iconic shots of Phoenix, and he reproduced them. But here's the thing, though. The fact that he even okay, look, I know that people have this really weird stigma about like tracing and referencing your own work,
which is that's a new thing, because y'all just need something to complain about.
It's a look. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it 1 billion with y'all.
Yeah,
there aren't too many artists in the comics industry that don't use references.
Like, if it's y'all just don't like the book that's being talked about anyway, but you're gonna have several other people that may enjoy the series, so you have to find something that you think can't be refuted. Like, think about that for a second. Now, I'm gonna flame these artists until the fucking cows come home. But if
100%.
What you're complaining about in a comic that has a story to it, if what we're complaining about is fucking tracing, is insane. Especially if you yourself can't trace a stick figure.
Right. Because I'm about to say, I know some motherfuckers that
playing Hangman with you is gonna take 4 hours. Just to get the lynch out. So it's just like, come on, man.
And this right here, Lee just said, you got to be a badass artist, not use some kind of reference. I mean, even not using a posable figurine or something. And here's the thing. I tell people this all the time, because I actually had to divorce my daughter of this idea. I had to get this idea out of her head, because she discouraged herself in her pursuit of art by getting in her head that looking at something to draw something was cheating. She thought that, like, you had to draw everything yourself. Like, you had to draw, like, from the dome, no references, and that to look at something else was cheating and wrong. And I told her, I was like, honey, everybody does. Like, Maverick, you know how I actually put her on? I told her, I said, because her favorite thing is My Hero Academia. I said, do you think that Kohei Horikoshi created Deku out of nothing?
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, he just made him up. And I was like, no, he didn't. And then I held up some pictures of Spider-Man and Deku, like, side by side. And I was like, do you see anything that looks similar? And she was like, yeah, the way that he's, like, posing. I said, that's because Kohei looks at pictures of Spider-Man when he draws Deku. And she was like, oh.
you know what? And you can keep it animated. Because I guarantee you got some Gokus and Vegetas your ass traced the hell out of and thought you were off the chain when you got that 100%. Shit looking just like 100%. That you done traced over. Boy, don't get me started. Now, are they still a part of the Ginyu Force? Absolutely.
Oh,
Gavin
yeah, he in the
said
Ginyu Force.
that Greg Land is a nice person. Everybody in the Ginyu Force has to be nice before they destroy your planet. So that's the gift. But we got Gavin here saying, but even I use posable figures for particular camera angles.
You got to.
Daniel Warren Johnson has done that on his streams. Ryan Stegman shows you the figure that he found and puts in different ways to draw something in his book.
I literally watched Daniel Ward Johnson hold up a figurine of Optimus Prime while he was drawing him, just so he made sure he got all the details right. That's why I keep telling people, man, we need to get this shit out of our heads. We need to, and I think the sooner that we leave that thought process behind, I think the sooner we can get back to appreciating the art we are getting in comics. Like I said, it just, like, I just think people are focused on the wrong shit. I think people are focused on the wrong shit and not giving the shit that needs to be focused on the real energy that it needs. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, referencing another person's art is not cheating.
Reference your art,
especially if it's your own goddamn art. I mean, goddamn. And reusing. I don't think reusing panels is cheating either. I don't think that's cheating. Because first off, if you think that every artist should just redraw every single fucking thing, you a goddamn fool. You're a goddamn fool. You just know. But oh, wait a minute. He said, wait a minute. Wait. You need to reply to an email. Wait, who?
Okay, boom.
This an NDA shit?
I'm gonna see if I can get this at a good angle for you all, but like references are truly a thing.
Here, I'm gonna give you the camera.
Okay, cool. This is in the absolute Mr. Miracle from Mitch Gerard. This book is massive. These are references that he used for certain scenes in the book. So like we got a picture of him eating like fucking Slim Jim just so he can make Darkseid eating some shit.
Yeah. Right? You gotta do that shit.
That's what they do. Boom.
Like I said, people have to do that. Like the thing is, because I don't know. I just you can't make it make sense to some of these folks sometimes. But I just always find it wild that people don't. Oh, he got offered a cover. Ooh. Okay. Hey, get your money.
Oh yeah.
Get your coins. Tell them to empty the bag.
But we say all that shit to say, like, stop clowning talented motherfuckers that are actually better than you. You just hating at the end of the day. And there are several other more prominent X-Men characters that deserve their own series
100%
compared to the ones that you all have given them to.
Exactly.
Good.
That said, here I want to hit up. We got a super chat. We actually got a couple of super chats here. I want to hit up before we move on. We got one here from Blind Shepherd with a 5. Says, I'd love to see a Sunspot solo, maybe on a Rocco or in space, some kind of political intrigue series. So so that's another one. Sunspot does not, to my understanding, and here I like I said, because once again, I don't ever want to be loud and wrong at the same time. But apparently I have it under good authority. I don't think he's ever had one. He was supposed to get one and it got canceled. Like before it was even like I think the idea, I think the plan, it was in planning stages whenever anything was announced. It was in planning stages and got dropped. So yeah, I would love to see something like that. I would 100%.
That Sunspot book, when I was reading Hickman's Avengers and he bought AIM, I really wanted a book with him because I thought that was fire and the way he was just stunting about it.
Yes.
So I thought that would have been a really cold series to see like what he's about to do with AIM from like the mutant and just Avenger standpoint. That would have been a dope solo series that just no one thought to do, which is insane.
Yeah, it's wild to me that these things have not been touched on. They've not been addressed. No one's done anything with them. I like I said, I don't know what else to tell y'all, but I 100% agree. 100% agree. 100% agree. That's exactly what should be happening. But let's see here. I want to go. We got some stuff popping off over here.
Okay.
Let's see here. What do we got? I think we got some stuff going on over here. I wanna switch gears over to the Streamlab side.
Okay, dope.
Let's go to the Streamlab side over here. Let's see, man. We got one from Paris Yule out here with the 20. Says, good afternoon, Blerd Cave. Long time no see. Hey, we glad to have you back. So I know you've been a little MIA. You've been having to chill a little bit. I ain't mad at you, brother. You got to do what you got to do. Says, glad to be back since my squad has finally been knocked out. No, we don't like that. We don't like that. I don't. Boo. 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 We don't like that. We don't like that. We don't like that. But y'all made it. Y'all. It sounds like y'all made it a good way. Y'all made it a good way. Yep. So, so to that I say. That said, he says, wanted to stop through and show support while I continue to catch him on everything I missed. Appreciate the consistency and intensity. Happy Black History Month. Hey, happy Black History Month to you. And thank you for being out there. Being out there, holding it down, doing the thing that we need to see this shit. We need that positivity out there. So I love to see it. So the other thing we were going to talk about, that I did not forget about, we were going to talk about it. I told y'all we was going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. We know that we are about to get a new Green Lantern series.
Mm-hmm.
This one is not going to be this isn't a solo book of any type. This is actually a Green Lantern Corps series. This is Green Lantern Corps series. And what I actually think is pretty cool about this is that we've got some pretty interesting people tapped for us. We're going to be getting Jeremy Adams.
Okay.
And friend of the channel, Morgan Hampton, which I'm actually quite excited for. This is actually here. We're gonna pull this up. Bam! Ooh, right there, right on the money. This is gonna be the series. It's gonna be Green Lantern Corps. As you can see, it's gonna be all lanterns on deck. I think the only one we don't really see depicted is Hal.
Oh yeah, Hal.
Yeah, Hal's not there, but of course we got. We got the ultimate ride or die, Guy Gardner out here. We got Mr. What was it he had? Mr. Tamales himself. Kyle Rayner. I'm sorry, I had to do it. I had to do it. We also got John Stewart, of course. We got Jessica Cruz, Simon Baz. We got Joe Mullen. Back with the Blicky. You goddamn right. Back with the Blicky.
They got rid of his real one just to have him dual wield two with the power of the Green Lantern ring. Okay.
Yes. That was also you know what? Honestly, I'm here for it. I'm actually here for it. And we also got Kelly Quintella also present.
Now, where's she from? Where's little Chuck E. Cheese from in the back up there?
So for those that do not know, she is Teen Lantern. Now, some of you may remember her from she got her start in the Young Justice book that Brian Michael Bendis was doing under the I think that one was under Young Animal. And she's kind of been around. She's been in and around a lot. I'm not at like I'll be brutally honest. I don't have a whole heap of a lot of familiarity with her, but because of some research I was doing on some other characters, actually more specifically when I was doing research for a Jon Stewart video, that's how I ended up stumbling into her as a character and became a bit of a fan myself.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know about the I don't know about the rest of it. I can't speak to the rest of it. But I don't know. I saw it was I think someone just brought up Arissa. I don't know if she's involved. But I'd be shocked if she weren't. I'd be shocked if she weren't. Because Green Lanterns. I tells yous. But I will say this actually, here. Let's see. I see a lot of characters. There's a lot of characters. Like, she's probably in there somewhere. I'm pretty sure we'll probably see all of the various lanterns pop up in this at some point. But the thing that's kind of special about this book is that, for one, it is going to be co-written by a black writer. Which is, you already had me on board there. You already had me on board with that. The writer, and who also is the writer of the recent Cyborg series, which I enjoyed. I just wish they didn't pull a bait and switch on me with them covers. I wish they didn't. I wish they didn't bait and switch me so bad on the covers. I was a little mad about that. The writing of the book was great. It was great, and the art was good too. I just wish that they would have had something a little closer.
You had Sprite on the cover, and then a flat Sierra Mist when you open the book.
God damn it. Hey, I wouldn't go that far. But no, it just I always hate when they do that.
Good. Sierra Mist is still good.
I wouldn't say flat. It's just a Sierra Mist.
I would just rather you not leave it on the counter. That's all I'm saying.
Right? Yeah. Okay. That's fair. Don't leave it open. Like, you gotta squeeze it. You gotta tighten it. You gotta tighten it all the way up for you.
Shake that motherfucker. Life hack. Shake it. Flip it upside down. And then put it right back up. There you go.
Put it right back. He's like, this man.
Put it right back up.
But no. So for those that don't know, the reason why this book is going to be as important as it is, a lot of craziness has been going on with the Green Lanterns as of late. The power batteries have been like not all of them, but most of the power batteries have been destroyed. The Green Lantern Corps is basically trying to restructure themselves. A lot of the other emotional spectrums are like the other emotional spectrum colors have all been destroyed. So all that's really left right now is the Green Lantern. The spectrum of willpower. That's all that's left. And it's kind of causing so you know how we have an absolute power where a lot of random people are getting powers out of nowhere?
Yeah.
The same thing is going on with the lanterns. There's random people all over the universe randomly gaining the emotional spectrums back. So now the Green Lantern
Hal's lady, I cannot remember that woman's name for the life of me right now.
Talking about the one that became Star Sapphire?
Star Sapphire, yeah.
Yeah, Carol Ferris.
Thank you. So Carol's ex, because we did talk about that on the Blerd Cave.
Yes, we did.
He is the bearer of he's a sorrow lantern right now. And in the most recent issue of Green Lantern, I don't think he stole the power battery, but I think he stole the blueprints to it.
Yes.
And then gave it to like the current Green Lantern baddie right now, so they can do their own evil core. I think was how that went.
Yeah, it was something along those lines. But what I like about this is that, and to be fair, I think a lot of the times this is the case when we do Green Lantern Corps books. But I liked what they said about how they're going to tackle having such a huge cast of characters, but also kind of making sure that no characters get lost in the shuffle.
Mm-hmm.
Because basically you just kind of give you guys a little bit of a taste of it. Morgan Hampton kind of said something I thought that really sold me on this. He said, think of it like Star Trek.
Yeah.
You got the bridge crew in every episode, but the focus kind of shifts depending on what the episode is, which I think is the best way, to really tackle this.
Yeah. And I'm not even a Star Trek fan, but I knew
Mhm.
exactly what she meant.
Mhm.
Or I knew exactly what they meant, excuse me.
Mhm.
And that sold me on the book right there.
Yes. It was I thought it was a good look. I thought it was a good look. And I mean, honestly, the fact that Jon Stewart's kind of at the forefront of this, alongside a bunch of other lanterns, like some of the more popular ones like Kyle Rayner, Guy Gardner. I think it's a good look. I think it's a very good look. And I also love the fact that it just really brings it home.
Mm-hmm.
Something that I've said for a long time. I think the Green Lantern series, I think they all actually work better when you see them working in tandem with other lanterns. I've said this before. One of my favorite books of all time, and I think is a fucking travesty that this book has never been released in any kind of like a hardcover format. I am a huge fan. Huge fan of the Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps.
Yeah.
Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern
That's
Corps book.
That was your Four Corpsmen, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That was the Four Corpsmen, baby. That was the Four Corpsmen, baby. That book was cold. That book was too cold. Honestly, it pisses me off. It pisses me off to no end because we quite literally had what I think was I'll say it. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. I thought that was one of the best. Actually, I think it is the best Green Lantern book I have ever read. I'll fight a motherfucker on that shit. I'll fight a motherfucker down to the fork and tail devil on that shit. But no, like that book was too fucking cold. And it just, I don't know. I feel like people slept on it. I don't know. Like it had to have been selling some kind of well because the book ran for like 50 issues, I think.
Yeah.
The book ran 50. Don't no book run for 50 and don't sell well. You don't like I think people need to really understand this. You don't slip up on 50 issues. Like don't no book run 50 on accident. Somebody buying that shit. So I don't know. But all that aside, I think that what Jeremy and Morgan got, I think it's going to be something special. I think it's actually going to be the thing that gets people. I'm not to say that people aren't reading. I mean, come on, let's be real. People are reading the the Green Lantern books, clearly. John's I think I have it under authority that Jon Stewart's Green Lantern War Journal book did pretty well. Which I think that book ran like 10 or 12 issues. And yeah, that was Philip Kennedy Johnson, who is lights out. Most of somebody might correct me, but I feel like I've never read a bad thing that they've done. Look no further than their War World saga on Action Comics. Look, that shit was chefs. Look, let me tell y'all something. Philip Kennedy Johnson, I don't know where you at, but just off the strength of that War World, and then you following that shit up with the Green Lantern and the Green Lantern War Journal.
I need to read that. He was doing them at the same time, I believe. He went from War World to Jon Stewart, and then he was doing Jon Stewart and Hulk at the same time.
Yeah.
Sick. sick.
Look, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Somebody
Monroe
need.
Monroe, for real.
Yeah, oh yeah, no. I think somebody need to go do a wellness check on Philip King Johnson. I just want to make sure he's okay. I just want to make sure he ain't tired himself out. I just want to make sure he ain't burnt himself out. But yeah, I like the team on this. I need to actually see. Did they give us any indication on? I know we got like a lot of random and sundry like different covers and whatnot. But I think to my understanding, it's Fernando Pasarin who's doing the art on this book.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, just from the little bit that we have seen thus far of it, I mean, I'm in. I mean, I think the art looks pretty good. I like the. I don't know. I like the vibes of it. It's got nice vibes. Also, I think this kind of leads into some other stuff that we kind of we'll be talking about here in just a minute. But I like seeing. I just like seeing, like, I think this might be the first time in a while we've gotten to see all the lanterns in one place, like actually working together all in one place. Because that was what was so beautiful about Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps, is it wasn't just Hal Jordan. John Stewart was just as big an entity as that in that book as Hal was. So was Kyle Rayner. So was Guy Gardner. They were all like cutting up and doing wild shit in the book, and it was great. Yeah. And I'm hoping this is going to be more of the same. I'm hoping this is going to be more of the same.
I love that Jeremy Adams says, because apparently Shira Hawkgirl is going to be playing a big role in this series as well.
Yes.
So when you see John Stewart is going to be in the book and you see Shira is going to be in the book, you know where your mind going to go.
Oh, 100%.
And Jeremy Adams immediately said that his first credit on television was Green Lantern, the animated series.
Yep.
So there's things that they're pulling from that to the main continuity.
Yes.
And Jeremy Adams also brought up the fact that they're playing off of their love of Justice League Unlimited, the cartoon.
Yes.
So to see that kind of stuff getting pulled into this book, like a JLU but Green Lantern cartoon that we just never got, now we got it in book form. Yeah, bro.
Also, I just look, and I want to go back to something because someone just pointed something out, and I think this shit's kind of fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
God, the only white one.
Yeah,
that ain't nothing but color on that team.
Yeah,
it ain't nothing but Negroes and Hispanics.
Don't let Kyle's skin and chin fool you right now.
No,
Guy is the only white boy on that squad.
Oh yeah, no, look, and if you need a reminder. Look at them tamales. Look at them tamales, and then you be on game. Look, don't let Kyle's skin fool you. This team is mostly black and Latin.
you gotta get the nasty Del Taco variant off the screen right now, dog.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize. But no, but in all seriousness, though. This book is black and brown as fuck. So like this is the type of shit I live for. This is the type of shit I live for. Okay? This type of shit I live for. I don't look. This is what we do here.
Do you see that in this article? Do you see that fresh ass John Stewart cover that I would not?
I did actually. Wait,
and autographed.
Actually, no. Here, I'm curious because there's actually a couple I see.
Okay.
There's actually a couple that I see. So
this one.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I didn't know if you. Well, because I saw
that is fresh.
Well, no, I'm gonna tell you why I got confused at first because there was another one I saw that was. It's a bit. I don't like using this term, because it makes it sound like it's bad. I thought I said he talking about this one or he talking about this one. I said I don't know which, but I said it's one of them.
No, that one's cool. That one is absolutely cool, but that other one is just hitting different.
Oh,
I want that autographed and I want that framed. That is too cold.
Oh yeah, no, that one's cold, the motherfucker. Yeah, no, we don't. so Gardner is the Gary Owens of the crew. He kind of is, cause okay. Wow. This is why I tell folks.
Wow.
this is why I always be telling folks. I love it. And here I'm a stun on you hoes here just for a second because Gavin just brought it up, but I had just pulled it up. This John right here, that's your boy. That's your boy right there. That's your boy. That's your boy Gavin out here. That's your boy Gavin. Gavin out here. Look, wait.
One thing what's up? But there's one thing in common that all of the covers when we see the full core.
Yes.
Why is it every artist done cover gives Guy Gardner a better haircut than James Gunn movie, bro? Like why? Why?
Man, look, you know, he got to go back to the he got to go back to that bowl. He got to go back to the bowl. He loved the bowl. Look, that he is he's like, 'cause we're in the future.
In the future.
wait a minute. No. This book DEI, you got that right. Look, this and you know why? You know why this book is DEI? You know why the book DEI? Because that motherfucker in the front right there. DEI! Guy Gardner is DEI. Nah, actually, he cool. He cool. I'm just playing. He cool.
There's one thing that I like about these Green Lantern covers, and the most recent issue of Green Lantern that came out this week, it did the same thing. And this is something very, very small, but I like that it's being done. If you see all these Green Lanterns, and then you look at Joe, you look at Sir Jordan Mullen down at his bottom.
Yeah.
And how her green is more lighter and brighter, like it was in Far Sector, like it was in everything we've seen. I like that it's not just green, like I said, this is a very small thing. Well, but I like that attention to detail is still being kept. That she's still her. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. I love
like
that. It's
I like that.
It's an attention to detail that I think could have easily gotten left out if someone wasn't paying attention. Because that's the thing I think people forget about Jo is that her ring is different than the rest of theirs. Her ring functions differently. So therefore her power operates differently. And I think that and I like her look. I think of any green, like, okay, just like how Kyle has the stylized Green Lantern face mask that really no other Lantern has.
Yeah.
And it helps keep him distinct from everybody else. The same way that Guy always has that little sleeveless jacket. The same way that John never wears a mask.
Yeah.
The same way that Baz always got the ski mask on because he about to do some jank shit. And Joe got the glasses with the hair, with the Janelle Monáe. Yeah. So yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Yeah. The only thing, and now this is something that I don't know. I don't know if. I don't know. I don't know if this is in the plan or in the cards, but I have a sneaking suspicion that if we do get because DC right now they're doing a lot of synergy. You know, they're doing like a lot of brand synergy, because you got the DC Comics, but you've also got the movies and TV shows. They're all supposed to have like some, at least some small level of synergy between them. I am actually really curious to know if with Superman coming out this summer, I feel like they would have solicited it by now, maybe, but I feel like there should be a Guy Gardner book on the way. There should be like a Guy Gardner, little 5 issue, 10 issue something. But y'all gonna have to get Gavin to do it because I need him with that haircut. I can't have him.
I'm scared. I'm scared when
I can't
you
have
say
him with
that.
the bowl.
I'm scared when you say that because I'm still gonna judge everything. I'm gonna judge everything from the good character development and shit that was going on when Charles Soule was writing Red Lanterns, and I
Yeah.
feel like with that her doing the James Gunn Superman film, I feel like Guy is just going to be a doof. I feel like he's just gonna be played up to be a doof, and I'm frightened. I'm frightened.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I like and see. Okay, I want to tell myself a little bit.
Okay.
I say this all the time, but I'm gonna say it here again. The reason I used to not really fuck with Guy Gardner like that back in the day.
Yeah.
But
Me
I'm
as
gonna
well.
tell you, okay, so yeah, we in the same boat here. We're in the same boat here.
Yeah.
I used to not fuck with him like that. I was like, I don't like Guy Gardner. He's always getting his ass beat, always like talking shit and just acting slow.
It was like, okay, he must be just like the douche jock that just got a ring. I'm finna just be waiting on the Jon Stewart book, or I'm gonna just be over here somewhere.
Yeah.
So that's why I always avoided him up until Red Lanterns.
Well, the thing that got me was when I realized how tight he was with Jon Stewart, like because John whenever I would see him and John together, because they were always like ride or die for each other, to the point where I was like, I kind of just started seeing them as a singular entity. So like if I ever saw a Jon Stewart book, I was like, oh, Guy gonna show up.
God must be that's one thing I did notice when I used to skim through Green Lantern books at like random bookstores was John and Guy. It's in that Hal was always solo. Kyle was always solo though.
Right.
But Guy and John were the Murtaugh and
Briggs. Yeah.
There you
No,
go.
that's
there you go.
yeah. Like it was like I actually felt like they were I felt like they actually had something special. I thought they had something special with that, and I feel like I feel like it enhanced both characters, because like whenever they would play, like, what it reminded it not even well, and also because this is kind of a byproduct of the same thing you just mentioned, but for the same reasons that I like books like Quantum and Woody, because that book as well plays off that kind of Lethal Weapon dynamic the same way. And whenever I would see Jon Stewart and Guy Gardner together, I would always be like, oh yeah, Murtaugh and Riggs, easy. That's easy money right there. To the point that I'm actually kind of sad that no one's ever made at least I don't think anyone's actually made like an official book. Like I know they did it with Baz and Jessica, like I think during DC Rebirth, where he had like Green Lanterns and it was just them. I think that it's kind of a missed opportunity. We haven't had a book like that where it's like and I know technically the Green Lantern Corps books, but I mean like just a Green Lanterns book where it's just them. I would eat that shit up. Yeah, no, and here's the thing, and you're not wrong. Yeah, no, this right here, this right here, pre Green Lantern Rebirth. Oh my God, I could not look. That was about the time I started to like Guy Gardner, honestly.
Okay, so this is what Reddit is. This is what Gavin and Reddit are saying, but since you're wanting that, and I also wouldn't mind reading a Guy and Jon Stewart book. Apparently, Tomasi and Gleason's Green Lantern Corps was heavily focused on Jon Stewart and Guy Gardner.
Yes.
So now that book's on my list now to read.
Yeah, no. Because Gavin mentioned it earlier. The Tomasi Gleason stuff, and that's why I was saying, like, you would. I think Green Lantern has, to me, worked best when it's one of those two.
Okay,
like Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern Corps, and then the Green Lantern Corps proper book. Like those, I think those books. Like, don't get me wrong. I like Green Lantern as a character, as a series. I've liked a lot of the solo stuff, but I will definitely tell you, I've always gotten my maximum enjoyment out of books like where there's like, okay, this not just the one character. It's all. I don't know. I just think it works better. Like, because you know what it reminds me of? It's like GCPD, but in space.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't mean and I mean like you some of y'all you made like GCPD Gotham with the book that basically inspired the television show Gotham, and then somehow they lost the entire plot of that
I
book.
swear to God. I swear to God. Ugh.
But that's just me. That's just me. Yeah, no, great. And you know what? I think personally, the sooner we get back to telling stories like that Green Lantern or Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern Corps book, I think the better off we're all going to be. And that to be said, is why I am going to be kind of putting actually no, let me check something. Because this book, hold on, y'all.
Is that?
This book comes out February 12th, I believe. So just in a couple of weeks. I'm almost positive. Here, let me check the box. I'm gonna check the box. I can't show y'all the box, but I'm gonna check the box. I'm checking the box right now. I'm almost positive. Hold on, let me see. No. Not that one. I'm not trying to read Chip's Batman. I'm not trying to read Chip's Batman just yet. Y'all slowly roll. Oh, I got the okay. You know what? So I tell you what. I feel like I didn't do my due diligence. I did not do my due diligence, y'all. I want to apologize to y'all right now. I feel like I actually could have had way more to say about this comic. I couldn't say anything about it, but I would have had way more insight. Because I literally could have read it. It's literally sitting right here in front of my face. So yeah, I'll tell you what, y'all will definitely be hearing more about this shit a little bit later.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. I apologize. Yeah, I ain't shit. I got a few things to read here when I get out of here. So yeah, well, but I tell you what, here's what we'll do. There's another story I wanted to cover. We're not going to cover it. We'll save it for next week.
Yeah.
We'll save it for next week, and y'all can find out what it is then. But Carter,
Yes.
you have a recommendation for us.
Yep. So this week, y'all,
that we need to take a look at.
We talked about it last week. I picked that up. I picked it up this week when I picked up the Absolute Mr. Miracle, because I actually put my money where my mouth is, and you all need to do the same when it comes to certain stories that you all want. So this week, Ernie and I are going to be recommending DC Power Rise of the Power Company #1. That was good.
Oh, it was very good. It was very good.
It was very, very good. We were sitting there messaging each other while reading the goddamn thing because of the shit that was in there. So yeah, there is no reason that this story should not be put to print and read further and continued on.
Yes.
We've seen DC do shit to where you remember the round robin with the Superboy book I was talking about getting last week.
Yeah.
You know, we've seen them do shit like that, and then those series, and they come out, they get their run, and then you all can absorb it that way. This book absolutely deserves that same courtesy from everybody.
100%.
Go pick this book up. Just go pick this up. Every issue, or not issue, excuse me, but every story in here was a solid fucking story, with the Power Company story being the main theme of the whole thing. And that's the one, to be frank, I need to read more of that. I want more of that. Not maybe next year, next February, not
not on Juneteenth.
Not on Juneteenth, dog. I need more of that series now, and it seems like both the creative teams want to tell these stories. So, dude, you could very easily do the Power Company main series and then have the back issue be the Signal and Jace Fox Batman book and keep it moving and just roll.
Yeah.
So, dude. I need this.
I'll tell you this much. I don't think there was a bad story in the bunch. I think there were definitely some stories I liked more than others. But I think I'm gonna keep it a band. The wraparound story was absolute fire, and I think the dynamic duo story, I think of like the stories in the in between the wraparound.
Yeah,
I think dynamic duo is easy. Like I had a feeling it was gonna be my favorite.
Absolutely,
but that one was my favorite. It
reminded me of I think I think it was Jeff Johns' Justice League, and then he had the Shazam shit in the back. Was that? Am I thinking right?
I think that sounds right.
Okay, so and the Shazam stories were just as good, and then they got their own like collected edition of it. So yeah, you could very
because it was New
easily
52. It was New 50. Yeah. That was it.
So, dog, give me a Power Company series, and then do that dynamic duo with the Signal and Jace.
I might make a video about that. Yeah, I actually originally wasn't going to do a video about DC Power, but I think I am just for one specific reason, and it's that. I think I also just want to say real quick too, anyone who was on the fence about certain characters, like I'll definitely say if there was one story that disappointed me, I was a little disappointed in the Cyborg Joe Mullen story, not because it was bad, but like I was kind of hoping it would be something different than what it was. It was still good. It was still good. Yeah. But like it was probably of the stories the one that like I didn't like as much as the others.
I would agree. There were some statements and a little bit of the writing. I'm like,
yeah, it was one of those things where like I liked what they were doing. It got a little sketch for me in the just the direction it was going. Like I feel like of all the ones, it was the one that was setting up something like I feel like most every story in this book, if like kind of like I see some people in the chat saying it felt like a pilot for a future series. But I felt like that was the one that just felt like a standalone story that just kind of ends where it ends. But like I will definitely tell you right now, if you were someone who skipped out on Bolt during the Christopher Priest Black Adam series, which I mean I'll be brutally honest with you, I totally get. I felt like Bolt got a far better showing in this book.
Yeah.
Teaming up with Vixen. I felt that team up was great. And I also felt that, like, once again, I'm gonna keep going back to this. The dynamic duo story, I'm sorry, that needs to be a book. That needs to be a book. That I need. Okay, look, fuck this shit. Hold on.
Like there's a reason
I need to see this shit. I need to see this shit on the regular.
Yeah. And I won't even hold you. Like it started off a little rough.
Yeah, it did.
But then cleaned itself right the fuck up, and then you were along for the ride the rest of the way. So yeah, dude. Give me Power Company as the main thing with dynamic duo in the back. I'm good.
Man.
I'm good. I be getting that book every week and then be pissed because I'm getting that book every week and I'm trying to avoid long boxes. But yeah, I'm getting that, bro. I'll get that.
And I'll also say too, if you're not reading, okay, so I'm gonna go and tell you this right now. If y'all are not reading the current Black Lightning series, Black Lightning is a huge setup for some of the stuff that's going on here.
I like that stuff with him and Josiah Power. That was good.
Dude, it was
that
awesome.
Was good. It makes me hope that like if this series actually gets put out, if we see him pop up to save the day for the Power Company, that would be dope with the way that it was the interaction between Black Lightning and Josiah Power. That put a smile on my face reading that.
It was really good. It was really, and I'll also say too, there are no other original members of the Power Company that are present. I'll go ahead and let's go ahead and shut that down. Yeah, there are none of the other like OG Power Company members are present for this book. As a matter of fact, the way they're doing the Power Company, it kind of makes sense with the setup in this book because this isn't really so much a spoiler for it, but Josiah Power is changing the way that he's operating. I think when we talked about Power Company a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. We talked about how the original Power Company, Josiah Power's whole modus operandi was basically heroes for hire. It was basically heroes for hire. It's like, hey, we saved the day for a price. But now he's moving differently. He's moving differently now. He's not. We're not doing the heroes for hire bit anymore. This kind of came off as more of a Black Panther and the crew, type of outfit. For those who are familiar with that book, it felt like hey, this is a for us, by us, because only we can save us type of situation.
I want to ask you a question, and I want to ask everybody watching and listening to this question. Because I'm looking at this cover. I'm looking at it. And I'm getting rid of the DC Power. I'm getting rid of the Rise of the Power Company. And I just want to see how you all feel about this. What if this was a series that came out, but it was the same creative team that was doing the main story? You had the back issue, the backfill stuff that was, Jace Fox, Batman, and the Signal for one issue, and then the next issue it might be Cyborg and Joe, and then for the next issue it might be Vixen and Bolt and shit like that. But what if the main series? I just want to know what you all think. What if this was the new JLI book?
You know what?
Instead of the Power Company, what if this was like a new Justice League International book?
I could get jiggy with that.
Since people would raise hell if it was just Justice League, but to make more people want to check this book out, you want more eyes on it. And I feel like even though I gave it a chance, not a lot of people are going to be like me because who the fuck is the Power Company? I feel like a lot of people would do that. But if people see Justice League on a cover, they will be more receptive to seeing what was in the book. What if it was?
No, I 100% agree. I 100% agree because that's the sad thing about. It's the sad thing about the current state of some of these books. Sometimes you got to put that name on there. I would even say split the difference because actually, Elite, you kind of said something that was kind of already in my head. If they called it like Justice League Power. Really, Justice League, any other little subtitle. I feel like the Justice League name has a brand to it that I feel like people are going to be more inclined to want to pick up because let's go.
I would disagree with putting Power. I don't want that Power, especially with it done the way it's done on this cover. I wouldn't want that shit anywhere near it because then it's gonna be just a box checked off a certain way, and people are going to look at it and think about it a certain way. I think if it was just Justice League or just Justice League International, cool. I feel like if you put Power on it, that's the Black Book. I feel like is how motherfuckers look at it and not give it its proper credit and do. So that's why I was thinking about Justice League.
Well, I mean, it would be the same. It would be about the same, honestly. Just it being like the Power Company. I think, or even just having, people also would make that, they would even probably make that same distinction if they saw Black Batman or, seeing like Cyborg and Joe. Like they're going to make like, people are going to look like, because at the end of the day, people are going to see a bunch of like black characters, black superheroes, no matter how cool or how badass they look, they're going to see that shit and say,
Too many niggas.
they're gonna say it every time. You can't like, and if they don't say that, they'll say
it's woke.
They'll say that too, and it just like I don't think we can escape that particular aspect of it. But I definitely do think that at the very least, calling it a Justice League book would pay dividends towards at least making those very same people who would be less likely to pick it up. I think it would maybe disarm them a little bit.
Yeah.
I will also say that while I don't like the idea of this either, this is just a sad fact of reality. I think you would also probably have to, even out the team a little bit. You like okay, case in point, how just a minute ago we were talking about Green Lantern Corps, right? We were talking about that Green Lantern Corps, and we had.
You know what?
We got
since you saying that,
we got the DI. You got to put some DI in that book.
Okay, and you know what? And it's good that you pulled up the Gavin cover because with that being the case, if we got to get a page or a panel or two of Joe and Guy talking,
just one.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you, and for anyone that is kind of worried why I feel this way, I want to put y'all on game about something. I'm gonna put y'all on game about something. I am doing the same thing with my own comic. My comic largely has. It's not to say that there aren't any white characters in it. There are. There just aren't any white characters who aren't bad guys.
Yeah.
And it's not on purpose, but it's because I'm writing a story about my own backyard. I see more black people than I see white people most of the time. But that said, I also feel that what's the best way to put this? I kind of looked at it as, oh, well, I'm going to have all of my characters. I'm going to have all of my, this, that, and the third, yada, 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 hoop-de-hoop, whatever. But at the same time, I'm also going to include a character, not necessarily to tick a box, but I mean, it's going to feel like it because... it's gonna feel that way to a lot of people, and that's fine. I do not care. They can feel whatever the fuck they want to feel. That ain't on me. Okay, that ain't on me. That ain't got shit to do with me. Ain't got shit to do with me, and I don't care. But one thing I will definitely say is that I did include a white character. Just so it would not be as, dark and mysterious to some people.
Hey, I just saw the new trailer for Not Bitterroot in Sinners, and you see Haley Steinfeld among all that chocolate. You still see Haley Steinfeld in there. And I was happy to see that she was one of the demons, because that means she gonna catch it.
Oh, no, she gonna catch it ugly as fuck.
Yeah, but that goes more to your point in what you're saying.
Yeah.
And that's bad. That's bad. And we just knew the way she just moving and like,
oh yeah, you about to catch it. Yeah, you getting it.
She evil. We know what she is.
Oh yeah, no, she about to catch it harder than anybody. I guarantee. Look, please believe she about to get it.
Yeah.
She about to get it. Bad. When I say bad, I mean bad. Like, I'm talking about, like, she gonna get laid down.
Moore is still crying about her. Okay, so somebody send Shamik Moore fucking Nikita Lyons Instagram so he can hush, so he can sit his ass down somewhere. Go give him a Wu-Tang album that he can listen to again or something, dog. Like, let him, boy. Let's keep it on point here. Let's keep it on brand. Cool.
Yeah. I'll answer this real quick. I'll tell you what, I'll save it for when we get into the questions section. I think. Wait. Wow. Can it be? Wait. Hold on. This actually made me giggle a little bit. Can it be Hawkman? I mean, honestly, it could be Hawkman. Shit, look, he can hang. Honestly, if I were to put a white character on the group, so here, look, I want to pull this back up.
Okay.
I want to pull this back up. If I was to put a white character on this Justice League International book, man, do you know how nasty it would be? Yeah, nasty it would be to pick a character like you know what? Ooh.
What book was that?
Ooh.
Was it Hawkman that you and I were tripping off of? The one panel where he was bloody as shit and somebody was trying to talk to him and they just scooted their ass away from him?
Yeah. Here's what I would do.
That would be funny.
It would so you know what I would do? Okay. So check this out.
Oh boy. This gonna be something stupid. He laughing to himself. This gonna be something stupid.
So no, here's what I would do. Here's what I would do. I would just put John Kent on there. John Kent come hang out with the power company. Because y'all gonna like John Kent.
Yeah.
You got a white.
That actually would be a
bisexual
gangster
man.
move. Yeah, that would be a chess move like a motherfucker to get more people on that book. That'd be a dope little chess move to get more people on that book.
Because here's the thing.
Absolutely.
You've already got some intersectionality. You've already got intersectionality on the book. Oh, no, I take it all back. Dreamer. Put Dreamer on. Put Dreamer on. Then they really gonna be bad. Because technically, because you know what? Everybody only gets one. Everybody only gets one. Okay? They only get one. So we already got a gay black man in Josiah Power. We already got that box is ticked. So you know what? Kick him to the curb. So yeah, get Dreamer. Put Dreamer on that motherfucker. Because then you know what? Then I really want motherfuckers to be mad. Like, oh, you can't put the trans character in
the Justice League. In the Justice League. That would be a dope Justice League. I'm telling you, just move all that shit at the top and just put Justice League International. The book sells itself. I'm telling you, I just think that'd be amazing.
I ain't gonna lie. You wouldn't get me to shut the fuck up about. I'd be like, ooh, I said, oh man, y'all see how Dreamer just chilling, playing spades with Josiah Power and Vixen? Crazy. It's crazy. You dude. Her and Joe Mullen is running the table.
Oh God.
Her and Joe Mullen running the table. Like, oh, okay. All right, let's go. I'm not gonna lie. I would be down. I'd be down. Cause you know what?
Seeing Dreamer, and then we can move on. But seeing a scene with Dreamer asking them what the fuck a book is, I would crack up.
See, and that's the thing. That's the thing I like about it. This is the thing I like about the setup.
Mm-hmm.
Cause it don't matter which one. If you put Dreamer in there, it's gonna look wild. Her ass go to book it. If you put John Kent in that book, it's gonna look even extra crazy. That motherfucker asking, yeah. So, what's a book? Oh, I didn't know. What? Wait. Look, the first time that motherfucker say renege, they're gonna be like, whoa.
No, yeah. You just turn the page and everybody's just like.
Nah, man, we just fucking with you, man.
We continue to just the end. It's like, that would be dope. I'd read the hell out of that Justice League book. Absolutely,
oh, man, I would eat that shit. See, and that's the thing. You have to be able.
I feel like this is a video. That's a video.
Look, I'm gonna make some cases. You know, because I've been. You know what? Fuck it. We gonna make some cases. Look, which one? The Big Joke?
Oh God.
Dude, okay. Dude. It's a and you know, okay. I'm gonna tell you the one okay. I want y'all to hear me out on something.
Okay.
I want to make a case. For two DEIs. And I'm gonna tell you why. I want to have Dreamer. I still want to have John Kent, if for no other reason, because I think it would be fucking hilarious. For Superman to be like, hey. Oh, no, I'm going to throw you one better. No John Kent. Will not do John Kent. How about this? What if it's Connell? What if it's Connell Superboy? That we put on that John, because we know Superboy like him some black meat. He loves some dark meat.
Dog, seeing him like
the
image that just popped into my head is him trying to spit game Vixen, and then Jon Stewart is behind him.
Yeah.
That would be fucking hilarious. But yeah, I'm happy that I'm not that you all are more receptive of that. If that was that'd be a funny fucking Justice League book. That book would be ridiculously cold.
Oh yes.
Give me the omnibus yesterday. I'd read the fuck out of it. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. No, I think it's because I think a lot of y'all forget. Superboy used to get down like that. Superboy used to get down like that. And not to mention for this and this alone right here. Bruh. Dude, when Superboy was trying to hit on a pregnant rocket, I was like,
listen to me. Going off of the most recent Superboy series, with Superboy trying to find his place in the world,
bro.
If it wasn't with the super Clark Kent family, but he finds his place in the world, pull that power cover back up. Superboy find his place in the world with them.
Oh yeah, no, that's off top. No, that's off top.
Dope.
That
would be
off
dope.
top.
That would be dope. Come on, like y'all, come on. That would be dope.
And here's the thing. I want to let me see. Where I'm trying to see if I can find it. But yeah, I remember when he used to run. I remember when he used to run with Static and Rocket.
That'd be a dope thread for them to pull from if they were to do that. I'm like, dude, I would read this just to leave.
I would, dude. That's a easy.
I'm telling you.
That's an easy W. I don't know.
You can have my $4.99 right now if you want.
Look, wait a minute. He like, look. I know y'all say y'all draw the line at $3.99. Y'all used to draw the line at $3.99, but look, can we can we can we holler? Cause here, look, I got you right here. Look at that. Look at that. Look at Superboy trying to holler. Look at him. Look at him trying to holler.
And you know he listening to some shit he probably never listened to before. But is this one of your? Can you imagine her walking into a room and Connell got Jodeci playing? Come on, dog.
Man, bruh. Look, wait. Thanos Wright said Static Shock and the Outlaws. You got it. Okay. See, look, y'all see. Y'all don't realize y'all need to shut up. We can't give it away for free. We can't keep giving them this shit for free.
We got to keep it moving now. We got to go to questions. That was kind of hard. That was kind of hard.
Let's go. Also, real quick. I do want to put some shout out on I am Gregor D out here. I am Gregor D out here. Hit us with the five gifted subs.
Yes, he did. Welcome, people. Welcome.
Yeah. So blessing all kind of folks.
And Devontre as well. He gifted one himself. Welcome.
Yes,
welcome,
he
welcome,
did.
welcome.
Yes, he did. Here, let me pull this up. I'm gonna switch us over to here we go. I want to see, because I am Gregor D, Devontre, Paris Yule out here. Look it up, folks. Look, just I love to see it. I love to see it. But no, let's get into our let's get to our questions from the Discord.
All right, real quick. We're gonna try to steamroll through these real quick. All right. First question from Frominum. What's poppin', Blerd and Carter? What do y'all think is the best, I'm assuming he meant comic, video game adaptation?
Ooh.
For me, number one, I would have to say X-Men Origins Wolverine the game. That I'd say that was probably the best video game adaptation. I can't say Guardians of the Galaxy because I have not beat it yet. I'm streaming it today. But for me, yeah, I would say X-Men Origins Wolverine is up there.
Oh man, it's a tough one for me because there's a lot of good ones. Man, I want to say, oh god, this pisses me off because there's so many good ones to pick from. But I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna stick with my guns. I think Midnight Suns. I'm gonna say Midnight Suns because it gave you so many characters. It gave you so much comic lore, so much attention to detail. It acknowledged the history and the Easter eggs of every character that was present. It didn't matter. It didn't matter who it was, whether it was Iron Man, Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel, Blade, Spider-Man, Venom, Magic. every character got a chance to kind of give you their backstory, and it all felt organic. It all felt right.
Mhm.
And it also had a great story to it as well. I thought it had a really good story to it. Even with an inclusion of a character that under normal circumstances doesn't exist in Marvel Comics, and also delved into some characters you probably wouldn't have expected to see.
Okay.
So yeah.
Next question here from Ajax saying, "What's going on, Blerd and Carter?" So Carter, I saw the book you recommended, The Missionary, is coming out in hardcover in May. Did you and Ernie get a chance to read all of it? Stay blessed. So we did not get a chance to read all of it because issue 2 still has not come out. Issue 3 has not come out. Issue 2 is coming out this month. And I believe if the hardcover is coming out in May, then issue 3 will probably come out in March, and then wait a month, and then you'll get, the hardcover. So no, it's still only that first issue that has been out. So Ernie and I both waiting on issue number 2 so we can see what else Ryan Stegman crazy ass finna do with this. That book is insane.
It don't make no goddamn sense how wild that book is.
That's still a funny Blur Cave moment to me. Just y'all's reaction with our reaction is still funny. We got another one here from Trap God Thanos saying, "Good afternoon, Carter and Blerd. With Luke Cage getting introduced in Ultimates number 9 next month or next week, excuse me.
Yeah.
Ooh, I almost added some more days on that shit for you. I know you. I was wondering what your favorite ultimate reinvention of a character in this new universe is so far." Trap God Thanos says he likes Hawkeye and Hulk, and he'll also like it is these motherfucking likes go up. So without question, my favorite reinvention in this maker-infused Ultimate Universe is absolutely Ip Man Hulk. That motherfucker is a problem. I need more of it.
Yes. That dude
I am actually scared of the Hulk in this new universe.
He's a problem.
I never knew I wanted a Kung Fu Hulk, but now that I got it, I need more of it.
No, 100%. I like, man. Grandmaster Ip Hulk is a wild thing to be able to say you saw in this day and age. I actually like Moana Hulk a lot. I like her a lot.
The Hulk of the Bloodline. Okay.
Yeah, the tribal chief.
Hey, you know what? She lost some points for me. Just the way Zen Master Hulk just did her in.
Oh yeah, no, he did her dirty as hell.
Told you not to run up there. Steve Rogers told you. He told you don't run up there. He showed
it anyway.
He showed said.
I'll also say too, I like I do like I do like the current the Ultimate Hawkeye. I like that.
Yeah.
Beyond that, some of the other characters that are in the universe that have been introduced so far aren't different enough.
Yeah.
That I feel they deserve any special acknowledgement. Like, I don't think Black Panther is different enough that he deserves any special acknowledgement. I don't think even Spider-Man, even though technically they've been doing some wild crazy stuff with Spider-Man, while he is a little different, I mean, I've seen this Peter before.
That's still Peter Parker, bro.
That's Peter Parker.
Who really likes that book. That's still Peter. That's just Peter Parker.
Black Cat. I'll give you Black Cat. I'll give you Black Cat like a motherfucker. Black Cat like a sumbitch. Even though really when you get down to it, even she's not the only thing that's really to me that much different about her is her pigmentation. Outside of that, she's still ultimately Black Cat at the end of the day. Yeah. And that's kind of the risk you run with alternate universes, is that there are going to be some characters that are going to be so much better, and there's some characters they might be so much worse, but there's always going to be more characters who aren't really that much different at all. And I do kind of feel like, she's just okay. Just another Felicia Hardy. But I will definitely say Grandmaster Ip Hulk like a motherfucker.
Okay. And We're gonna keep it ultimate for the last question from the World Minder saying, morning Blerd and Carter. Hope y'all are doing excellent on this doom given Saturday.
Yeah.
I was wondering, do you still read Ultimate X-Men, and what are your thoughts on the new arc that's beginning? So real quick for me, I don't want you all to take this as a negative.
Yeah.
I haven't read a lot of the recent shit. So I kind of let that book. I do that shit like I do TV shows with certain books. I let the episodes stack up. I got 8 issues I need to read right now because I think 11 just came out this week. So that's on the agenda for me.
Yeah. So I'm behind a couple of issues, but thus far I've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed what I've enjoyed what I've read.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to agree with Deck It Out in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of one. Oh, wait, I didn't mean to hit it twice. It's kind of what I feel about the series is that I don't know what the fuck they're doing. So like Peach is just doing shit. And I'm okay with it because I don't have any okay, let me keep it a band with y'all. And this is kind of my canary in the coal mine for alternate universe books. If I can already look at what's happening and kind of already see where you're going, then you haven't done enough to justify this alternate universe.
Yeah.
Like if I'm reading the book and I'm like, okay, this is some Mo Black Panther. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. If I'm reading the book like, oh, this is just some Mo Spider-Man. Okay, that's cool. But like if I'm reading your book and I'm like, man, I don't know what the fuck is going on here. God damn.
People do not, and that we are, and he's not saying it like it's a negative, and that's basically how I love that about that book. And just FYI, Thanos was right. He said he might read it as a trade. I think Volume 1 trade's already out because I think I saw that and Ultimate Spider-Man at my local comic shop this week. So I think last issue I left off was like on maybe 4.
Thanos was right. Just said it. I fucking forgot that she debuted. Ultimate Doctor Strange.
X-Men for real? Okay.
No. She was in Black. Well, Ultimate Doctor Strange showed up in Black Panther first, I think, and then she showed up, I think, in something else. But I like her because she's actually very different. Like not very different, but she's different enough that I'm like, I'll allow it.
Yeah, and they haven't come out with any hardcovers for this Ultimate stuff, so I would absolutely tell any of you all that
actually
with how Marvel does shit. I would tell you, if you like these stories, if you like these Ultimate books, and you see those trades at your shop, it's probably best to go ahead and get the motherfuckers now.
Yeah, get them as okay. So 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And this, I want to make sure because I don't ever want anyone to wind up in that same. I don't ever want anyone to wind up in this situation where you having to like pay premium. You had to pay premium for some books that literally should not be out of print. I'm just gonna put it. I'm gonna keep it a band with you. I think that a practice you should always have is if there's a book that you love and you see that it has been released in hardcover.
Look at him.
Go ahead and buy it. Go ahead and buy it. Like, go ahead and take the hit, buy the book, because I'm going to be honest with you, it might not be there the next time you look. That is, buy it early, buy it, because look, this motherfucker was out of print. This is volume 14. It ain't even that old.
Mm-hmm.
And it was out of print.
Ooh, cold. I did not know that came out this week. Bet.
What's that?
I'm getting it. The first trade for Denise Camp's Ultimates come out Wednesday.
Okay. Oh, guess what? That very same hardcover, it only just recently came back in print, by the way. Just FYI.
Mm-hmm.
Just FYI.
Okay, so that was everything question wise from the Discord. Now we're gonna pretty sure Ernest cocked and loaded to answer some questions from the chat. I actually want Ernie to answer this one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Because he constantly said that when it came to Ultimate Black Panther. But LP3 asked, is Ultimate Black Panther still MCU T'Challa?
So, okay. Kind of, but not really. Like, here's what it is. Here's what Ultimate Black Panther is. He's kind of deviated from that. Like I think when we initially started reading the book, that's basically what like not so much in attitude, but just in presentation. It was like, hey, you want to get back to a Black Panther that looks a bit more familiar to you, who is still king of Wakanda. Like, Wakanda is not a democracy. T'Challa hasn't been kicked out. He ain't been yeeted up out Wakanda like his name was Jazzy Jeff or some shit. You know, if you want to see something that is a lot more familiar to maybe what you were looking for, okay, definitely, it's still that. It's still that. But I do think that I do think that it is still closer to being that than it is not.
Okay.
But yeah, I think in terms of like attitude and in terms of attitude, I don't think he is that. But definitely in terms of presentation.
Okay.
Yeah, he is not Kang. He is not Kang of Wakanda.
I see another one for you here from John Stewart. He says, who y'all interviewing for Blerd Cave 300, or is it going to be another Dynamite claim sale? We need to know so we can save up our pennies.
Man. Okay, so let's see here. We're on 90 now, so like 300 is going to be, that's 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, it will not be a claim sale. It will not be a claim sale. It'll be because if it does happen, it'll be like later in the month. But basically, the way that I have talked to the Dynamite team about it, I think the way we're gonna do is we're gonna try and keep them closer towards the end of the month. When we do them.
Okay.
I would love, so here's what I need to do. I actually need to, man, I've been so behind on some things. I need to reach out to some folks and see who we can get. I probably should have been doing this like 5 ever ago, but I'm going to reach out to Rob, see if Rob is down. I'll reach out to Dope if he ain't too busy playing Cyberpunk.
No, I think Dope is on that Rivals train right now when I last talked to him.
Oh, so yeah, he probably gonna be playing Rivals while he trying to talk to us. See, and no, we can't do that. I don't know. We'll reach out to some people. I don't know who all. Yeah. I'm not 100% on who all we'll be able to get, because I'll be honest with you, a lot of the times, I know with Rob especially, he tends to do better when he can just show up whenever. And
300 would be April 5th, if I looked at it right.
April
5th, right?
Maybe.
Okay.
5th or the 12th. Well, actually, wow. If it's the 12th, it'll be my mother's birthday. That'll be crazy.
Oh, bet not go live.
Yeah, we might get we might get Captain Diesel here. Look, I'm double checking myself. I'm double checking myself on it. Let's see, because today is Blerd Cave 90.
Yeah.
So it would have to be 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. Yeah, it would be the 12th.
It'd be 12.
Yeah, it'll be so that'd be April 12th is the day. It seems like it's forever away, but it's really not.
Yeah.
It'll be the 12th. That's my mommy's birthday. Lord. I don't know if my mom will know how to act on the camera. I don't know if my mother will know how to act on the camera. She might act a fool. I don't know. I might let her come on for a little bit. She can be a little wild. I don't know. She might talk some shit. She might talk some shit. I don't know. But yeah, she might try and tell some embarrassing stories about me, and I don't know if I'll be able to live any of those down. I might have to put a gag order. I'm going to put a gag order on my mama.
So how about we get you and Carter in the same building on the same camera, maybe even at your local comic spot?
Maybe that might be doable. I don't know. Shit, Carter, you think what you got any vacation? You got any vacation coming up?
Get Carter flued out for the big 300.
Lord, no, she didn't. No, she didn't.
Shit, what comic shop we be going to? Ain't no room in comics and collectibles.
Nope. Matter of fact, comics and collectibles, 901. Well, you know what? I need to actually go run by 901 East. I don't know. They might have more room. I can tell you right now, 901 Comics proper does not. And I can tell you off top, unless I rent out one of the Magic the Gathering rooms, Comic Seller ain't got it either. Like that's gonna be that's gonna be something that I'll have to take a look at. It's one of those things.
Carter's flight to the cave. Y'all be acting like we just have just never been in the same room. But here's what y'all don't get though. I can guarantee there's a lot of y'all that think that the first time Ernie and I ever interacted and were shoulder to shoulder was that Blerd cave when I flew back for a wedding. Dog, we was in the same mall.
Yeah.
I was in GameStop regularly.
Yeah. For a while. Yeah.
No, we done been around each other too goddamn much.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I think that time that you were here on the show, I think that was the first time we had been around each other in a while, but it wasn't like the only time.
And that was the first time I'd actually driven to your house. But
no, that was the first. That was the
been
first.
Around each other too.
Yeah.
Cussing out GameStop upper management.
Yeah. Carmen and Eldridge and all that.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I definitely I will say this. If we'll network it out and see what happens.
Yeah.
I will I'll say this much for 300. We probably won't be talking about anything specific.
That would be a good idea though.
Yeah.
God damn.
Which one?
For me to come back for 3.
Oh, yeah.
That's actually a good idea.
That man said do a show on Gearless private jet. Lord, you trying to get us on the director of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s private jet?
Going nowhere on the director of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s jet.
That man trying to get us on the helicarrier.
Look at this shit. 10 weeks, plenty of time to plan. Like they already got it dead set in their mind that I'm coming back.
Oh yeah, look, okay. So y'all know what I'm gonna have to do, right? Y'all know. Okay, so now that this is going on, I'm gonna have to restructure my room again.
No.
I'm gonna have to clean my room. Shit, y'all don't get to see the mess that's behind me a lot of the times. I think the most y'all get to see is the fucking treadmill that I have stood up behind me. But beyond all that, y'all don't get to see the floor and all the bullshit I gotta sort through that gets sent my way. But yeah, we'll see. We'll figure out a little something.
Yep.
If we can get them, I think okay, so it'll be. Man, I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna be some of the most ghetto ass shit y'all ever seen in your life because this is gonna be some shit I just slapped together. I'm gonna have to, but that I think it can be done. I will say this. We got another one here. This is from Primo El Mundo. Says, Artie, what's the name of your comic and how can I purchase it? So, okay, I haven't really. So for one, it's not out yet. It's I think at this point, I think Quinn is more than because he had to double back to Project Wildfire because he's also I'm not the only person he's working with right now. He's also working with another homie, friend of the channel, John Cooley, who is also an artist and writer here in Memphis. He's actually got another comic of his own that he's got coming up. Children of the Elements. So if y'all follow Quinn, y'all might want to keep an eye out for those things. But he's more than halfway. I think he's I think he's about 3/4 done with it, and then we'll move on to the next step there. But once it's out, keep your eyes peeled for the Heart of the Darkness. or not The Heart, but Heart of the Darkness, HART. That's the book, and I think I'm still debating on how I want to do this. I actually thought about, well, you know what? I haven't 100% decided, but I think what I might do first, I think I might just release it digitally and just have it that way. And then maybe if there is enough demand for it, maybe we'll do like a print run of it. Initially, I want to just go all in on digital and print, but I don't know if I have the mental bandwidth to try and run a Kickstarter campaign right now. So I think what we're doing, we might just release it digitally and we'll just, just have that motherfucker spread up all over the place. And then once we get to, I think actually the closer we get to a point where there's enough to maybe make a graphic novel out of it, maybe we'll go there for that. Maybe that'll be, or maybe for the next issue we'll do it if we because after the first issue we'll know if there's any demand for it. If nobody wants it after that first one, I'll be like, oh, okay, cool. But we'll see. Either way, whatever case is, if it goes to print, it'll definitely be if we do a print run of it, it'll definitely be through Kickstarter. Because I'm broke. We've also got Sprite Lee says, question, what are your thoughts on the 8 Deaths of Spider-Man? So I have not read the most recent issue, which I think was 66. Amazing Spider-Man 66, I think.
Maybe.
Possibly.
I haven't touched any of that. What's crazy? For me being a Spider-Man fan, I read Fantastic Four and ain't touched not none of them 8 deaths.
Man.
I ain't nowhere near the biggest Fantastic Four fan, but I read this.
All I know is that just from what I've heard some people talking about, because I'm not gonna lie, working on that Sam Wilson video has taken up the majority of my free time. So if I was not working on X-Men number 10 or on Silverhawks number 1 or anything else, or not working on my own, because that's another thing I don't think I've actually talked about. I think I shared it. I think I shared it briefly on Threads.
Yeah.
I will. Woo, shit. I came back a little bit faster than I planned. I have been doing thumbnails in my spare time when I'm not like reading anyone else's shit or doing videos for anyone else's shit. Yeah. I have been you probably won't be able to see these particularly well, but I have been making, here, let's do it like this. Here. I'm going to do it like this because there's a light shining directly on the paper. Let's see if this actually helps. So yeah, there you go. So like, I've been working on thumbnails for another comic. This one is one that I will be drawing myself. Largely it's because I'm broke and cannot afford to pay people. But like, these are the thumbnails for it that I've got put together. I've got like a third of the book thumbnailed out thus far. And yeah, some of you that have caught up on some of the recent streams and whatnot, you probably know what I'm talking about. But that said, I have a lot of irons in the fire, so that's why I haven't read a lot of stuff. DC Power, well, Silverhawks number 1's kind of a cheat. I reread it, but I had read it weeks prior. Same for Ninja Turtles. But yeah, X-Men, Storm, Life Dream. Oh God, what else did I fucking read this week? Oh my God.
What the fuck else did I read this week that none of y'all can read yet? Let me stun on y'all one time for the one time.
Yeah, this man. It was stuff that came out. It was stuff that came out this week. But no, that is true. I have read a lot of stuff that is not out yet too. So yeah,
these humble brags are disgusting from you, sir.
But you got. But I'm only saying it just to kind of put it in perspective. Like, it's not just stuff that's come out that I'm reading a lot of shit that is. That was the other thing, the Weapon X-Men thing. So like, yeah, it's stuff that like I'm reading that isn't out yet, and like honestly, it also makes it difficult for me to keep up with what the fuck I read that actually came out.
Got you.
So yeah, it's a unique, it's a first world problem. It's a fucking unique problem to have, but I will definitely tell you, it has almost gotten me in trouble.
Yeah.
Because I'll be like, oh yeah, I read da 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 da, and then I'll start trying to say something. Like, ooh shit, nope, can't say nothing about that. So yeah. But I have not read much since the last time I think we talked about it. I think Juggernaut has actually gotten involved in the proceedings on some level. Like Juggernaut proper. I know the X-Men, I think, got. I don't know how much I can say about that either. Never mind. I'm just gonna be quiet. But yeah, just know that it's coming to its logical conclusion, and we'll very soon know why the Spider Knot is a thing. That said, what else we got? I don't remember how many of those we just had, but
that was 4. No, yeah, that was the 4th one.
That was the fourth one. Okay, got you. Well, I will say this much. I can't answer these because I have no opinions on them, nor have I read the last issues of those. Yeah, I can't answer those. Those are all. I can't answer those. Those can't be answered. I don't know. Oh, yeah, Book of Cutter. Thank you for reminding me, Elite X1. Book of Cutter came out this week as well. As yet another thing that I read, and I kind of didn't forget about it because I didn't like it. That's just how much shit keeps coming out. Here, I can answer this one. Bitterroot, is it available in hardcover? Bitterroot or Philadelphia? They are both available, as a matter of fact.
Show is.
Bitterroot is available in hardcover, and Philadelphia has
2
hardcovers. And I highly recommend all 2.
I like that you didn't try to grab yours, because then I would have tried to have to like grab mine, and I don't.
Well, no, I went. So I'm gonna tell you what happened. I actually went to reach, but then I saw that I had something else on top of one of them, and I was like, and then I looked down, and I was like, well, technically I got something. I was like, I ain't really trying to have to like refit that shit back in there, because I'm about to have. Because basically what I've been doing, so I've been. God, y'all don't care about this, but I'm gonna tell you fucking anyway. So recently I kind of went through a little bit of a house cleaning deal. Some of you may see this other shelf behind me. These are not comic books up here. These are board games. Well, I recently made the adult decision that I'm not playing a lot of those board games. So I have started getting rid of some of those board games. Like just, free to a good home is basically the way I've been doing it. And when I cleared those out, my next thought was any new spaces I make will be where other books go. So that's just kind of what we're doing now. But that said, Carter, I don't think there is anything else. Do you have anything you want to say before we get out of here? I know you said you were going to stream.
Yeah. Sponsoring Carter to fly back from Blerd Cave 300 is actually not that bad of an idea, but I'm probably gonna go live today and get back on Guardians of the Galaxy. I started doing some Darkest Dungeon 2 runs, and that game has gotten, actually, Ernie, a lot fucking better.
Like playable better?
Yeah, like I'm never going to get anything in early access ever again. But yeah, since all of that, it's actually gotten relatively better. We had that stream was pretty fun, and Jazz was a part of that stream. I was naming people that were coming from the cave over to the Twitch stream, and Jazz had a character. Mad Coco had a character. And you know how the quirks and the perks and negative perks and relationships and shit go like that? Yeah. Like, I think Sieg Fang, or Architect of Sin, he was in love with Jazz, but Jazz had a lazy perk, so Jazz just didn't like nobody. It was the funniest shit.
That is wild.
Yeah.
That is wild.
That shit was hilarious. But yeah, I'm probably going to go live and get back on Guardians of the Galaxy today, so we can actually see if that's a good comic book video game adaptation. But that's the only thing on the agenda for me.
I got nothing else. Y'all go check out the Silverhawks video I put out earlier. Go check that out. That's a thing. That's a thing that exists. You should go totally take a look at that. I got nothing else really. Go some brave soul share the no viable black X-Men video somewhere. I've actually seen a lot of y'all sharing it. Like I've been kind of paying attention on Blue Sky and Threads. I'm not on Twitter anymore, so if you shared it on there, I did not see it. But I still appreciate you just the same.
Mm-hmm. John
and-
Stewart, I would never come back for Blerd Cave 300 if that's what it's gonna take for me to come back to Blerd Cave 300. I ain't coming back no time soon.
Wait. Come
Look,
on,
Jazz,
man.
I already knew that shit. Look what she said right behind it. Boom. Nope.
Oh yeah, no, he ain't gonna do it. He won't do it. But look, come on, Carter. You know, give us one.
Now we can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way.
Yeah, now I'm really
The choice is yours.
Where's the end call?
Anyway, I'm sorry. Anyway, we out of here. Thank
Lord
you
have
all
mercy.
so much. Thank you all the people at Blurco, the chatters, the lurkers, the super chatters, Earthspy subscribers, Earthspy patrons, our Blerd Club channel members. And hey,
Yes.
even you, the haters, who make the world go round. Happy Black History Month. And I will also say that for those out there, remember, no matter what the government tries to tell you, not just all February, but for the rest of the goddamn year, make sure that y'all remember.
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all.
And Donald Trump, you can go to hell.
Bye.